頑張るとしましょう。
課題はやってきま。
やっぱりついてない。やっぱりついてない。何しに来たの？ご覧いただけました？
カリム、おとなしくしている。
やっぱりついてない。ご注目ください。
この辺で終わりです。
1週間分の気力を使い果たした。
ほらほら、
僕を見張りに？
指を動かしてはいけないよ。
何しに来たの？僕を見張りに？僕にお任せを。僕にお任せを。
カリム、おとなしくしている。
この辺で終わりです。
情報をたくさんインプットしたよ。
Hi, Cat. How's it going?
楽しい時間。
Peak is here.
何しに来たの？
I'm
何しに
excited.
来たの？
学園長、
I'm gonna let people gather though.
やっぱりついてない。僕にお任せを。
回答は大きく
皆さん
口を開けて。
意外と集中し。
情報をたくさんインプットしたよ。
課題はやってきま。
やっぱりついてない。
手を挙げるなら今だ。
何しに来たの？
手を挙げるなら今だ。
何しに来たの？
指を動かしてはいけないよ。
Oh, you guys are also here. Hi, YouTube chat. How's it going? Hi, Rose. Hi, Senkai. How are you? I'm almost ready. I'm just sending out my go live notifications and such. Hi, Madcap.
何しに来たの？
I hope it's not too.
僕にお任せを。
Wait.
やっぱりついてない。やっぱりついてない。
Wait. No, it's not 3 in the morning for you, is it? Oh gosh. The math isn't math. I hope it's early in the morning for you and not late at night is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I'm having a stroke. My brain was not working properly.
いい子にしてます。
It's 7 a.m.? Okay, okay, good,
僕に
good.
お任せを。
カリム、おとなしく
7
している。
a.m.
ご覧いただけました？
回答は大きく
この辺で
口を
終わ
開けて。
りです。
Alright.
僕
We
の
still have
優秀
about
さ
4 lessons to
少しは
go.
ご
You
理解
guys know I
いた
don't
だ
like
け
to
ました？
talk over them because they are... Oops. Because they're
Hold on.
Halloween related outfits, so I needed to think a little bit outside of the box here. You know,
有意義な時間だ。
a man decided to go to a costume party dressed as a turtle. He had a woman on his back. His friend asked who's the woman, and he said, "That's Michelle."
何か。
僕にお任せ
Fire
を。
Man, I don't know where you get these jokes, but that was pretty good. I like that one.
何しに来たの？
Final thoughts on the Rapunzel event. Okay, so Kat in the Twitch chat is saying that they had to miss the end of the stream. I think that I had a whole rewrite idea, so I would go back and recommend watching the VOD. I had a whole, not rewrite, but what I would do, like, if they do this again as, like, a world event, if that makes sense, like, actually going out into the world. I had, like, a whole idea on how to make it happen right in time for the Tangled, remake release date. So, I would, I'd suggest looking at that. But, final thoughts, I understand why people were disappointed, especially fans of Riddle, because even if they do the event in the future, someone made a good point on my, they commented on my VOD today that, like, if you're a fan of Riddle and we get a event like this again, Riddle's not gonna be the SSR for it. And so, like, even if we get a better version later, Riddle has these, like, sort of perfect parallels with everything in his mom, so it kind of sucks, right? Kind of sucks for the Riddle fans, but you know, I thought that the second half was paced better than the first half. I think the humor was definitely there. It wasn't as funny as Phantom Bride, but I don't know if anything will make me laugh as hard as Phantom Bride. Like, Phantom Bride, I was literally pissing myself laughing. I thought it was so funny. Like, the dialogue was hilarious, and, like, all of them trying to sing and doing all this, like, wacky stuff and everyone getting slapped. Like, I feel like that will never reach that level of funny again. But, like, I think it was, like, you know... It was definitely better than White Rabbit Fest, but I think that it had the gravity of Tangled, if that makes sense. Like, it had the the gravity of why it's so bad is because it was a Tangled event. Does that make sense? Like, no one would care if this was based off of, like, The Sword in the Stone. You know what I mean? All two people that are fans of Sword in the Stone would care, I guess. But, like, people wouldn't care that much. But because it's Tangled, because it's one of the major Disney princesses, I think that that's why people were disappointed. But I think, like, in a vacuum, it was alright. You know, it was funny. I thought it was funny, especially the second half. The first half, though, was kind of a slog. Was very confusingly paced, I'd say. Hi, Vetigree. How's it going? So. Our mission, if we choose to accept it. Holy fuck. Our mission, if we choose to accept it, is to get to chapter 28 today. Because that is perfectly in the middle. Would anyone like to volunteer to do the math of, well, I guess I can do it. Hold on. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. So that's probably Hand of Fate is around where it would make sense to cut this off. Because this book is pretty beefy. All blueberries? Yeah. I had to inspect them very carefully. Some of them were not good. I had to throw them out. And I know technically, okay guys, I know technically if like one of the blueberries are moldy, it's kind of like bread. They say all of the blueberries are infected or whatever, but the other ones looked fine, and, you know, I'm Italian. When I was a kid, my grandparents used to just cut the mold off of the food and still give it to me. So, like, wasting the blueberries is not really an option here. This event might take us 3 to 5 streams to complete. See, I don't think so, though, because this is the same length as Playful Land and Glorious Masquerade. But Glorious Masquerade, the reason why, like, I got lazy is basically what I'm saying. Like, Glorious Masquerade, I didn't have the constitution. If we can make this stream 3 hours, I think that, like, we can do just 3 days, if that makes sense. It does look like a lot. Like, for some reason, how it looks, like, it looks very beefy, and I don't know why. It's the same amount of chapters as usual, but, like, I don't know, man. Like, it just looks like there's a lot going on here. I don't quite understand. Maybe it'll be 4. Who knows? The way you're saying this is more alarming than if you said nothing. Well, Vetigree, now if I get sick or something, everybody knows, like, what happened to me. So, I have to go on the record, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna do our best, kinda, is my mission today. Is like, we'll just do our best and see what happens. It depends on how long the chapters are too, right? Like, in the past, we've said that a chapter is, like, 1 chapter takes about 10 minutes, right? So 10 chapters equals about an hour. But, like, yesterday, some of them were, like, really fucking long for some reason. So, I don't know. It just depends on how well-paced the chapters are and how much they packed into each one, right? So, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Now, here's my thing. Here's what I think is kind of, oh. YouTube, are you guys okay? It said I just disconnected from the chat. That's weird. Twitch, are you guys okay? Everyone's okay? I'm assuming. Raspberries are the worst with mold spreading. Yeah, you should be fine. Yeah, that's the thing too, right? Like, you kind of have to shake them around every once in a while because them sitting in the water is what I think, like, I think that that's how the mold happens. So you should always, you know, shake the container around, make sure they're not sitting in the exact same spot for like 3 days as you know, work on eating them all, right? Anyhow. Okay, YouTube's okay. That was really weird. Anyway, we'll just go for it, guys. I want to stream for about 3 hours. Like, instead of getting to a particular spot chapter-wise, I'm thinking about it more in the context of time. It's fully possible, though, that just like, the other time, I get to chapter 15 and I'm like, you know what, we're already here, we might as well just, like, do the rest of it, so... yeah, I mean, I budgeted that it would take 5 streams to do this, but then we did Playful Land so quickly that I'm like, I don't really know anymore. Like, my sense of time has kind of, like, flown out the window because, like, Glorious Masquerade took 5 streams, but I basically only streamed for 2 hours each time, and that's why it took so long, because I didn't lock in. If we lock in, I think we can do it. So, I think, is that it? Is that all we have to talk about? Anything else? I don't think so. D23 hasn't started yet, so like nothing's happening. I don't think, I think everything else we've covered. I'm not gonna turn my candle on until I feel better, so. We'll just smell the pumpkin from afar, I guess. Alright, well let me have a sip of my tea. Oh, I disconnected from the YouTube chat again. That's weird. Here, let me just close the window and reopen it. I'm not getting any drops on my actual, like, on my actual stream. It's just the chat. Very strange. Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm going to, I decided, so, okay, so here's the other thing. So tomorrow I'm gonna take a break, right? Either I am gonna stream variety or I'm gonna do some more movie reactions. I haven't decided yet. Probably I'm leaning towards the movie reactions because I haven't been sleeping that well, and I don't know if that's conducive to streaming Baldur's Gate tomorrow or doing any variety tomorrow, but we'll see how I feel, right? But what I was going to say was, what was I going to say? Oh god, did I just forget? It was about my plans. It was about my plans for tomorrow. I'm not streaming Twisted Wonderland because I'm doing a variety day instead. Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna start making those. Do you guys remember yesterday how I was like, oh, it would be really funny if I set up my stream deck to have a bunch of effects? Like the has been like, what are we even talking about? Or whatever. Like the one that I had in my Moana video. And then like the Kingdom Hearts, you're stupid. And then also, what was the other one? Arnold said that I need to have the I'm me. No, I'm me, he says. And then also the, Riku! It's Riku! He's got bugs in him, so that's what I want to do. And then also the Winnie the Pooh floating away. Like, I want to have some buttons, so kind of like in my videos, I want to, like, press the button, because I needed that has-been one, guys. I needed it so bad. Yesterday, especially with the bullshit with the phones, I needed it. I guess some predictions for this event. Here's the thing, I don't really know. Like, I don't know, in terms of, like, what the conflict, like, what are we really doing here for 5 books? Like, this is a long-ass event. Like, Lilo and Stitch I could understand, right? Like, the beginning is getting on the island, the middle is dealing with the island, the end is basically leaving the island, right? But I'm gonna be so for real. Like, I just don't know what we could possibly be doing here. This whole time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if we're gonna do the Christmas part of Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I don't know if we're just gonna do the Halloween part or if we're also gonna do the Christmas part. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Jack is here and so is Anime Jack. I did see that. When I was making my thumbnail, I was actually so shocked. I was really surprised. I couldn't believe, because I thought it was just gonna be Skully, but the fact that it is also Anime Jack, right? Or sorry, the fact that it is also real Jack as he appears. Here's my thing, here's my theory, okay? My theory is that, Skully is from another school or something. I don't think he'd be at Night Raven, right? Unless Night Raven used to have some other dorms that, like, after a while, those dorms just fell out of favor, you know? Because I'm assuming that Skully is like Rolo and goes to, like, you know, Jack Skellington's school, like, anti-hero school, because that's the thing. Jack Skellington is not a villain, right? Like, Jack from The Nightmare Before Christmas, he's not a villain. He's kind of more of an anti-hero. Like, I would, if you put, like, all of the Jacks together, like Captain Jack Sparrow, Jack Skellington, I'm sure there's another one. Anyway, like, if I were to put all those characters together, I would put them in, like, anti-hero kind of camp. They're not villains. Maybe in someone else's story, they would be the villain. Kind of like Stitch, exactly, right? So, Yeah, Jack is an icon for kidnapping Santa Claus for no actual reason. See, I also only know, like, the Kingdom Hearts version of Jack. Like, that well, you know what I mean? Like, I know that version better, and Jack's a bit more heroic in the Kingdom Hearts universe, right? But, like, so I can only assume that Skully goes to, like, some other school, like, anti-hero school, if there is, because Night Raven, or sorry, not Night Raven, the college that Rolo goes to is just about Frollo, so it's fully possible that there is just Jack Skellington school somewhere, right? Like, the same way that with, like, the Frollo school, it's not like they had, like, a bunch of other, like, it wasn't like, oh, it's Frollo and also the guy from the Black Cauldron and also, like, Pete, right? Like, it wasn't like that. There were 3 different icons. The school was just based off of one character, right? So I'm assuming that Skully goes to either another school or they're going to reveal, like, that Night Raven used to have more dorms and either those dorms, like, went away? I don't know. Like, the dorms went away or, like, the dorms kind of, departed? That's not the right word. Annexed? Like, what do you call it when the country, like... This is so stupid, I'm so sorry. Alberta, the Alberta province, they want to leave Canada. What's that called again? I'm totally blanking. Guys, please don't think I'm stupid. I've been sleeping so terribly lately. Oh god, what's it called? It's not just called separate, there's a word for it. Anyway, I don't know if, like, you know, there used to be, for example, a Mother Gothel dorm at Night Raven, and then they were like, you know what, you guys suck, right? Like, we're leaving. Right, and then they were just left over with the Great Seven. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Maybe Jack used to have a dorm here, and then they were like, maybe Ramshackle used to be for, like, people that didn't fit in with the Great Seven, but were also, like, you know, still villain, like, sidekick. It was sidekick school. Not that I'd say that Jack is a sidekick, right? But, like, compared to the other Disney villains, I mean, technically, though, if we're saying that Nightmare Before Christmas has 2 villains, and one of them is Jack and one of them is Oogie Boogie, right? That could have been, like, this is where all the rejects go, right? LeFou, you know, the Stabbington brothers, like, sort of like the other villain. Or actually, no, because LeFou would be more sidekick. I'm thinking of, like, secondary villain. So actually, let's revise that. This would be the dorm, like, what if Ramshackle would be the dorm where it's, like, Jack, the asylum keeper from Beauty and the Beast, Chef Louie, like, other random antagonists that aren't the sidekicks of the primary villain, but they're like, they be out there. Maybe the guard from Aladdin, we would throw him in there, right? His name is Raoul, I think? Anyhow, so maybe Skully did go to Ramshackle, and he got stuck in the book a long time ago and nobody gave a fuck and nobody could ever find him and he's been stuck there forever? I don't really know, unless, like, again, he goes to another school and they both open the book at the same time and they both get transported, because they are in a book, right? Like, they're in the storybook. It's like Lilo and Stitch, which also, if they don't remember any of this when it's over, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm gonna be actually angry. But I think, guys, we've been talking for 20 minutes. We haven't started yet. We have to start. We have to do something. This can't continue on. Oh! Oh, okay, we're just seeing him then. Hi! This reminds me of, like, oh god, I was gonna say Persona, like, thou art I, thou art thou, or whatever. No, this reminds me of the Magic Mirror, like, welcoming you to the school and what it says at the beginning. Okay, I'm getting a feel for his voice. He's cute! I really like how they kept the sketchy line art from the movie and, like, the shading from the movie, like the shading on the nose and stuff. Like, he looks like he's drawn with pencil crayon. This probably is gonna be the best event for, like, art style, right? But yeah, see, his heart is glowing, so that kind of makes me think he's dead. You know what I mean? But see, look, so he has something that looks like a Night Raven thing, but it looks like it's about Nightmare Before Christmas. Whispery chest voice? Yeah, I'll think about it. But we know what Halloween is. We celebrate Halloween at Night Raven. Oh, he sounds kind of, I don't know, nerdy. He looks like Gojo? Is that from... Oh god. Guys, my brain is literally broken. Jujutsu Kai? That doesn't sound right anyway. You're gonna have to tell me, I'm sorry. Gojo, sorry. I love him! He's so expressive, too! Jujutsu Kaisen? Oh, I was right! Yeah! Let's go. Wait, is that not what I said? That's what I was thinking. Did I say something else out loud? Guys, I'm so bad. That's what I don't know what I said out loud, but that's what I thought I said. Oh god. Anyway, guys, let's focus. Let's try to lock in. Can you guys tell I haven't been sleeping well? I think it's because I'm nervous for my trip. And it's also the cats, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I didn't get thrown up on this morning at least, but they were being crazy. They were being nuts. We had an influx of them barging into the Phantom when Skully came out and they were annexed. Why did you annex them? That's not nice. There's enough of him to go around. There will be Skully card this October. I have a feeling I'm gonna really like him. I will say, so for my VTubers, I had to gather some assets for the rigging person. And so, like, I did look through a bunch of Twisted Wonderland panels. I also regret, if I have one regret about my VTuber models, I wish I got more arms. I really wish I had, because I noticed, right, like Twisted Wonderland, they have like cross arm, they have arm like this, arm like that, you know, I kind of wish I did that. I can still do it, I would have to commission, this sounds really silly, but there are people that just will draw arms for you, like for your VTuber model. That's all they do is they just draw her. Anyway, so I did look at a couple of Skully's expressions, and like he is probably one of the most expressive characters. His rigging looks really unique, and you know, looking at the dorm uniforms or like even the regular school uniform, like if you guys look carefully, you can tell how much better they have gotten. The quality creep is real, especially if you look at like General Lilia versus even Dorm Lilia. Like there's just so many more emotions and arms and, you know, stuff like that. Right this way, my liege! Take care to watch your step. This place is swarming with humans. I love how we're saying that as if, like, we're bugs, Seabeck. Like, I thought you'd get better by now. Whoa, those horns! That's Malleus Draconia, isn't it? Oh man, I'm freaking out. Better keep my distance if I know what's good for me. And they're gone. True, they did seem to be in some strange rush to clear out, didn't they? Well, nothing should trouble my liege. What luck. Oh god, guys, this may take 5 days if Seabeck's part of this event. Having to do Seabeck voice for 3 hours today is gonna be crazy. I presume all these locals coming and going must mean this is where the second-hand book fair is being held. Okay, so this isn't gonna be sucked in a book even in the library. It's gonna be, we're at the Scholastic Book Fair? How did you learn of this event, Seabeck? There was a poster advertising it at a bookstore I frequent. Where's the fun in browsing books? They don't even taste good. Let's go eat something else instead. Quiet you! I was prepared for this to be a simple outing with my liege until you invited yourselves along in hope of a meal. Cal, what manner of education is this dire beast receiving? That is a good question. You know what? Seabeck has a point for once. You're not gonna like who's part of the SSR trio then? Oh god. Guys, I don't know. Okay, sorry. We're getting distracted again. This is why my streams take forever. But there was someone in my YouTube comments. I don't think they were joking. I think they were being serious. They commented and they were basically like, you have to do something about your voice. Have you tried testosterone? And I was like, someone on Twitter, one of my mutuals, replied like, Cal becoming force-masked by the YouTube comment section. And I was like, that's the word. I didn't know how to explain it, but that's what I wanted to say. And so now I'm like, yeah, guys, maybe I need the testosterone. It'll be easier for me to do the voices in Twisted Wonderland. Why would you say that? I don't know. It was so rude. And I'm like, really? That's what we're going for? Calxiyn cares too much. There's always gonna be like comments about my voice. You know, I'm basically immune to it because like, I've been doing YouTube for so long now, but like, I usually get, oh, your voice is annoying. That's the first time someone has suggested. Cal, have you considered transitioning? It just cracks me up. It makes me so, like, it just cracks me up. I'm like, why are you guys like this? Get over it. Oh my god. I have tears in my eyes thinking about it. It's just so funny. Anyway. Yeah, so now I'm like, maybe I do need the testosterone. Because all these boys doing all their voices. I mean, I think I'm getting better at it. Like, I'm flexing the muscle. I don't get it, though. Your voice is nice. Some people just, everyone's ears are different, I guess. But also, the way I talk on stream is a little bit different than the way I talk in my videos. For whatever reason. It's very pleasant. Aw, you guys are nice. I think it's also because in the Calxiyn Cares Too Much videos, I'm yelling a lot because I'm angry, but I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, pretend I'm not angry? Like, I'm not moist critical. Like, I can't do the whole monotone thing. It's just not who I am, you know? Assigned trans by the viewers. That's what I'm saying, exactly. Oh, but anyway. Peace, Seebeck. Spending time with the dire beast and the child of man is a very lively change of pace. I couldn't agree more, sir! Damn, the switch up, Seebeck, that's crazy. I tagged along because I was hoping to get some fair food, sorry. But it's just books, 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 and plot twists, more books. What's a huge crowd of people doing in a place that ain't even got any food? It's a secondhand book fair. Of course books are going to be the focus. See, guys, I want one of these arms for my VTuber model. I need to commission some arms while I'm gone. Maybe I'll make enough money that Soliana can have arms as a tree. From what I understand, it's an event they've put on for a long time now. Sage's Island is home to many scholars. It's only natural there would be a thriving market for used books. Though I'm skeptical whether such a market offers books engaging enough for someone as, oh god, they say this word so often and I always forget how to pronounce it. Erudite? Erudite as yourself, my liege. Oh god, not Apple! Oh, country accent, Apple. Apple, I'm sorry. I think you're gonna get the voice change, actually. You might turn into Arista if I can't get this nailed down. What in tarnation? Is that you, Seebeck? Ah, yes, Apple, I see Vil is with you as well. The complete lack of crowds around Malleus makes you easy to spot. Are you here to shop? We are. I trust you're doing the same? Yes, hoping to find an old potionology book, as it so happens. I borrowed it from Vil, and it was so informative, I wanted to get a copy of my own. It's out of print and hard to get now. So we figured if we'd find it anywhere, it would be at the secondhand book fair. I feel like Apple has kind of creeped into Mickey Mouse, but we can deal with it. It's okay. Oh, that's unusually studious of you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh god, that was hers. What in tarnation? You put the limo out front. Ooh, anyway, sorry. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I study as much as the next guy. A questionable claim. The only place where I see you shine is PE. He's got a point. I don't have to take this from someone Professor Cruel put in after-school detention. You're all pathetic if you ask me. Perhaps you should go back to middle school for a do-over. Seebeck, you can't be acting this way in the year of our Lord 2026. Like, we already did. See, this is my one problem. I know that book 7 doesn't mean Seebeck's gonna magically be a nice person now. I know they're still gonna have beef with each other. But this feels like old Seebeck, not like how Riddle in the last event, you could see that he's changed. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, how they write Seebeck is as if we had book 1 Riddle still. Whereas in the newest event, you can see that Riddle has gone through his book 1 character development, I guess. But I guess they have to because everything takes place after book 1. But even Leona and Vil seem like they've gone through their character development, but that just doesn't stick with Seebeck. Really? Are you that condescending even to your fellow freshmen? I don't know who's talking. Oh, it's Riddle. Oh gosh, British. Wait a second. So, who's in this event? Because, like, Playful Land, guys, you just watched my brain blue screen. Playful Land had everyone that wasn't in Glorious Masquerade. But now is it like a reset? Does that make sense? Like, is it a reset? They're not bringing every single boy on this adventure, are they? I'm scared. Okay, so it's half of the cast again, but like, we're refreshing, basically. It doesn't matter about Playful Land or, you know. That doesn't matter anymore. It's a new half of the cast, and then whoever's not in this one will be in, whatever Halloween event they do next time, which I don't know if we know that yet. Shuffled, yeah. Really, are you that condescending even to your fellow freshmen? That voice. If it isn't Rose Hearts and Clover, are you here for the book fair as well? Yeah, Riddle invited me along to help pick out some essential reading material for the freshmen of our dorm. Oh, you have book recommendations tailored specifically to freshmen? Not exactly. I'm looking for an illustrated etiquette manual. Something I could read to our newest handful of card soldiers to show them that what true class should look like. I like that. I like the idea of illustrations, you know. I love Twisted Wonderland. Me too, Rue. Also, nice to see you, Boba Rue. I see a pretty big, oh my god, a pretty big fight. See, a pretty big fight broke out in the dorm yesterday. I bet I know who was involved. The students of Hartzlable are still in need of such books. Deplorable! Seebeck, I literally want to punch you right in the face. I liked you so much in book 7. This happened after book 7, didn't it? Like, in terms of when we got it. You could use one yourself, if you ask me. It's true, Seebeck, you're invited to my book reading, and acceptance is mandatory. Boy, that reading's gonna be lively, too. We won't be requiring any tea or snacks tray. Now, which book to choose? Seebeck, I'm gonna get ya. One of these days, I'm gonna get ya. Thank you, Tommy, for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. Oh, are you looking for something? Oh, damn it, it was Jade. Oh, are you looking for something? Perhaps we could be of assistance. We'd be happy to help you acquire whatever it is you want. Ah, Jade and Azul, I didn't know you guys were here too. I suppose that means... My brother is also in attendance? Sadly, no. You'll be disappointed to hear Floyd's in the middle of a shift at the Monstro Lounge. Do we have any theories about what this year's Halloween is gonna be then? Like where, you know, cause who's left over then? Jack, Ace, Deuce. That'll be nice to have an event with Ace and Deuce together. I feel like that hasn't happened in a while. So it'll be Ace, Deuce, Cater, Jack, Ruggy, Floyd, Kaleem, Rook, Ortho, separated from Media, Lilia, and Silver, like, this year. Like, what do you guys, do we have theories? Like, what are we gonna do? You know? That's actually the best news I've heard all day, all week even. We heard about the event from customers and ducked out to see for ourselves. The idea of a fair for old books is fascinating. Knowing you, I trust you're looking for some trivial business book or the like. Trivial? What? Not really? We're getting a brand new event and the cast is reset? Oh, okay, wait, so the cast is reset, so they're not gonna do the other half of the people that weren't in this one? Not revealing anything yet? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess they could technically do this event again. Like, they could do, like, kind of like Fairy Gala remix, but it's just the other half of the cast getting to be with Skully. Depends on how popular Skully is, or they could try to do, like, the plot of The Nightmare Before Christmas 2, which I don't know anything about. That was last year. We do know we can tell. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm stupid. I'm confused. Yeah, okay, so I already know about the Oogie. So they're doing the second half of the cast was Oogie. So now, yeah. So I'm asking about the new one. The non-Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, what do we think it's gonna be this year? Because we already had the two halves. But we'll be getting the Oogie Boogie one this year. But in JP, they're getting something else. So what do we think JP's gonna get? Do we have any theories? I'm just curious. Please see back. Business literature has a very limited shelf life. There's no point in acquiring out-of-date information. Yeah, like, you guys have the internet. Like, why would you buy business books at this point? Not sure exactly. Interesting. Like, I kind of want to, like, put my chips in a sort of either Coco or, Peter Pan type basket. You're not wrong, but it's still off-putting to hear that from an Octavanil student. As a matter of fact, we're looking for books about Halloween. Whatever for. Halloween is just around the corner. We were hoping to find something to serve as a reference and inspiration for the Monster Lounger's Halloween event. This is good! I like this! Oh yes, my classmates have all been gushing about decorating their dormitories. It could be a double like this one with Peter Pan and Hook. Interesting. I like that. That sounds like a cool idea. And Peter Pan is kind of an anti-hero, in my opinion. You know, so like that'd be kind of good for Halloween because he's not very heroic. Like he's not like, you know, Hercules. Hercules is heroic. Peter Pan is kind of a little shit, so. Night Raven College likes to celebrate Halloween on a grand scale, doesn't it? I was surprised myself the first time I spent Halloween at school. Between welcoming off-campus visitors, putting up fancy decorations, holding feasts, and the singing and dancing, everyone seems quite excited for the one time of year where ghosts return from the afterlife. Okay, so Skully's dead. That's all very sad. Oops. You have my assurances you'll find your first Night Raven College Halloween quite enjoyable as well, Seabag. Oh, wait a second! You're saying that this takes place before? So they met Skully before Twisted Halloween, like the dorm decorating one? Oh, my head. Oh, good lord. Oh, the timeline. Oh, the humanity. Oh, thank you, sir! I truly look forward to Halloween at Night Raven College under your rulership, my liege. Okay, so that makes sense why Seabeck is acting this way then, because this is probably, like, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say that this is, like, right before book 4, probably. Or something. Because if they start school in the spring, just like they do in Japan, I'm gonna guess that, like, Riddle's gone through his character arc. Maybe Azul has too. But I don't think that we've gotten that far for, like, Vil yet. Unless this is right before Edia, which that would kind of make some sense, but either way, still. The last I checked, there wasn't any such rulership involved. You know, considering you've all come here in search of potionality texts, illustrated etiquette guides, and Halloween books, this fair must have an eclectic range of offerings. What manner of book are you hoping to find, my liege? I'd like to take this opportunity to discover books I wouldn't normally read. Okay, so no gargoyles. Oh, they start school in September? Well, fuck me then, I guess. I don't know. I know they're basically amnesia loops and I shouldn't think too hard about trying to, like, stick it in to, like, a particular part of the timeline. But I guess it's at least, canonly, it's at least after Riddle's overblot, because Riddle's acting a bit more normal than usual, I think. But I guess that's why Riddle's looking for the etiquette books, because school just started. Fuck. My brain. My big juicy brain. I'm glad I took an Advil before I started. My big juicy brain is leaking out of my ears. They would have to happen between books 2 and 3. Okay, that makes sense. You normally read older books exploring complex subjects in highbrow history tomes, so if we were to diverge from those, I suppose it would be something one could easily pick up and put down. Essay or poetry collection, perhaps, or fiction? In any case, how about a comic book? I saw, oh god. What in tarnation? In that place, how about a comic book? I saw a place selling nothing but comics over there. Ah, comics. That's certainly a medium I have little exposure to. A fine suggestion, Epal! Shall we go see what they have on offer, my liege? I believe that the store we are looking for... Oh, Edia! Edia's like, what is all the normies doing here? Am I seeing things? No, I saw him as well. That was the most pallid man I've ever laid eyes on. Oh my god, Z-Mac wouldn't know. Guys, this is kind of fun though, as much as I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, this fucking timeline. Like, it's kind of funny because nobody, like, Z-Mac wouldn't have seen Edia yet because Edia, like, at the ceremony day was on his laptop, or his, tablet. He sure hid quick. Ignore him. There's no benefit whatsoever to initiating a conversation with him. That's so fucking rude. That's so rude. There's nothing except a bunch of lousy books here, but this place is drawing a whole horde of Night Raven College students. You think anyone else we know is around? Well, if I look at the list that you guys sent me earlier, we're missing... I think we're just missing Jamil, that's it. I know that voice. Why, hello there, Jamil! You look distressed! I was browsing books with Calxiyn, but he disappeared while I was off grabbing drinks. He's not picking up his phone no matter how many times I call. Have any of you seen him? Actually, I just saw him chatting with some other boys from Scarabia. Yes, they were strolling along and browsing the books together. Calxiyn seemed so excited, he could have easily failed to hear his phone. What? I told him clearly and repeatedly not to leave the bench. My word, I shudder to imagine what I'd go through in your position! Okay, Jamil, just calm down. If he's with other students from your dorm, he probably won't be getting into any trouble. Exactly, you should relax and enjoy yourself. You expect me to relax? Tell me where you saw him now. Oh, great, we just keep picking up strays. That is funny. Ah, I see him. Wait, what? There's somebody else? Wait a minute, ain't that? Wait, I thought that we got everybody. We're missing someone? Oh, Leona! We're missing Leona! Hey, Leona! I see you over there! Get lost, Furball, you're bothering me. Not just anyone can shout a casual hello to Leona. Grim's a bold guy. Why, Leona? It's not every day I see you in such a crowded place. Yeah, well, sometimes even indoor cats like me feel like going out in the sun. I wasn't expecting to have a run-in with the lizard, though. So much for my nice day off. Oh my god, are we gonna have, like, divorce energy? Leonaville divorce energy? Leona Malleus divorce energy? Azul Jamil? Like, I don't know if one event can contain so much divorced energy. Like, we may rip a hole in space and time with the amount of divorced couple bickering that is going to happen as a result of all of these boys being in one event together. Holy fuck. Humph, who are you calling a lizard? Not you, the guy with the horns over there. Huh? What? How could you be so rude? Look how Seabeck's ire skyrocketed as soon as he recognized Leona's comment was regarding Malleus. It's midday yet. You look so drowsy, King Scholar. Perhaps some time in the sun with a book would do you some good. You're the one that could use a good airing out. You wouldn't want those horns growing any moss. We haven't seen how much they hate each other in such a long time. Guys, this event is already peak. Don't start fighting in the middle of all this foot traffic. You're scaring the other visitors. Yeah, let's just move on. Were you looking for anything in particular, Leona? Not really, I just wanted to see if they had any books I could pass the time with. And now I'm leaving. The last thing I need is some merry little outing with you people. Hey, Cal, it's boring here. Let's head back with Leona and get something to eat. What? Leona is not your friend, Grim. Oh, what? Alright, what jerk left this book on the road just so I trip over it? Uh-oh. Oh my god. It's another fucking magic mirror book. Guys, I'm starting to believe that this book isn't real. Like, they don't have specific things in them. They just, like, manifest stories when, like, the characters need to learn a particular lesson. Like, I don't know. It's almost like, do you guys know those, like, packs? Like, those game collections, and it's like, oh, like, so-and-so 1,000 games or something. Like, I feel like that this is, like, you know what it could be? It could be the Scheherazade, like, 1,000 Tales, and they're all in this book, and, like, the book pulls one of the tales from the database whenever it's needed. Like, I'm starting to think that this book isn't like, oh, there's a Halloween book, oh, there's a Lilo and Stitch book. Like, I feel like they're just pulling the things out of their ass, you know what I mean? Yes, actually, for a book with no title on the cover, its binding seems unusually fancy. Is that a mirror on the front? I've never seen a design like that on a book before. It does look nice. What's the book about? Stop, don't open it. Huh? Oh my god, guys, are we actually gonna get lore? I sense a strange presence emanating from within its pages. It isn't bad, but it isn't good either. It's an odd sensation, one I haven't felt before. If you of all people are describing it that way, we shouldn't do anything risky with it. Hey, give me that book. Malleus and Leona are both acting weary. You should probably do as they say. Of course, going against Malleus's wishes would be unthinkable. Come on, Grim, hand it over. Okay, now I gotta see what's inside. What? Okay, guys, this is pretty funny. Whee! Whee! See, magic went into the book, so I feel like again, it's like our magic is activating it. I did try to warn you. Grim, you utter fool! I bet we're gonna see Calxiyn, and Calxiyn's gonna be like, huh? Where did Jamil go? Oh man, maybe not. Wee. Bro, what if the player found this in the real world in the middle of the road, and that's how we got into Twisted Wonderland? Hello? Zero audio. I'm assuming this is supposed to play This Is Halloween, right? And we're just getting cucked. Sorry, can I say that? It's probably fine. Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see in our town of Halloween. Oh, this is Halloween, this is Halloween. There you go. I fixed it.
With the nightmare before Christmas.
If this is a reoccurring problem during this event, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, if the Twisted Tunes have no sound, I'm going to be very mad. What video is this? Oh, that was chapter 3 of the Nightmare Introduction, book 1. We're still on book 1. Where am I? Don't worry, guys, I'll sing for you.
もしあなたこの腕の中で眠る素敵な人
The intro got taken out completely? Oh no.
我が輩の声が聞こえているかな
I like how we're hearing Skully's voice, though. I'm assuming it's Skully. He sounds very nice and gentle.
どうかそのまぶ
I
た
think I'll
を
do
開けて
something
くださる
like
と
that
いい
too.
のですが
And he almost has that Floyd, like, how I sort of, like, draw out the sentences at the end. What in the world happened? Yeah, if there's no music here, I'll cry. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is Skully now. Let's think about this. Oh, good, you're awake. I don't like that. We'll have to do something else. How are you feeling? Easy there, no need to scramble to your feet. Here, take my hand. There you are. Almost like if Lilia is full transatlantic, I almost want like a little soft Disney princess-ish. I suggest the clip of Jack Skellington going interesting reaction, but what does it all mean? Okay, hold on. I don't know if I can. Let me get my other phone. Interesting reaction. But what does it mean? I think that's the best I can do. I don't know, there's something in his tone that I can't quite put in there myself. There will be time for us to get better acquainted later. Taking stock of things should come first, Are these other prone figures friends of yours? I kinda liked that, the breathy part. Oh, where am I? Ugh. I'm all bleary-eyed. Where's this place? Oh, thank everything that is good and just. Not a scratch on me. Oh, my head hurts, I'm dizzy. That was not country accent at all, sorry, man. It's getting dark. Has night fallen already? I could have sworn it was still mid-afternoon. We were in town and then... Oh, what were we doing again? Oh my god, guys, their outfits, they're presenting them so unceremoniously. It's just like, here you go, like, well, damn. I do recall Grimm opening a strange book. Then the light engulfed us. I can't remember what happened after. Oh my god, Edia getting dragged in here even though he wasn't even part of the group. Guys, I love the sketchy. I love the shading. I love how, like, dead their skin looks and, like, oh my god. Like, these outfits, this is peak. Everyone's ashy. I kind of love it, though. Oh, where am I? My liege, are you safe? Kaleem! He's not here. You stupid little furball. I'm gonna make a rotisserie dire beast out of you. Allow me to prepare the grill. And I'll sharpen this. It's so funny. Guys, I love it here. They're so funny. Okay, now we're just showing off the outfit. We just saw it, though. It's on special now. I love how Grimm looks like the least pencil sketchy out of all of them, though his ears are, like, sketchy, I guess. Malleus was born. Malleus and Azul, they were born for this event. This is their event, man. I mean, Mob Boss Leona looks pretty good too, of course. But like, I don't know. They just love, for them, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But it is kind of interesting, right? How Ramshackle's colors are these colors. Like, these uniforms look like what I imagine Ramshackle's, like, tie and stuff to look like, you know? And, like, what a Ramshackle outfit would be like. Obviously not as crazy as Mafia Boss Leona, but, like, you know, so maybe, I don't know, Ramshackle did used to be Skully Dorm. But I feel like it can't just have been Skully Dorm. It was probably more like all the weirdos and outcasts go there. Like, if I was making a sort of, like, uncanny weirdo dorm, I guess, like, misfit dorm, I would probably put, like, Jack Skellington, I don't know. Other, like, in terms of other anti-heroes, it's hard for me to think of, like, all the Disney movies that ever happened off on the spot, sorry. I don't know, maybe I would throw, like, I just watched Raya. I don't want to reopen this, the Raya discussion again. I promise, guys, we'll have it someday. You know, but I have to do a lot more research, before I even know, like, what the video I'm gonna make is gonna be about. But, like, I don't know, maybe I'd throw, like, the Raya, like, Namari, like, it's just her, Namari, Jack Skellington, I don't know, we could toss Hans in there, why not, the Duke of Weaselton, like, just, like, sort of, again, like, those, side villainy type characters that aren't, like, good enough to be Pete. I'd throw Pete in there. Honestly, I feel like Ramshackle Dorm, like, if I were to pick one, I would pick Pete. Just because, like, in Kingdom Hearts, Pete is so, you know what I mean? Like, Pete is so, connected to, like, Maleficent, and, like, he's kind of, like, almost, like, he's part of, like, the villain leading squad. He's not the leader of the villains, but he's the sidekick of whoever the leader is in a lot of, like, external Disney material, like, on the cruises and stuff like that. I like Pete. He's alright. What's with the outfits? I'm guessing, yeah, the Mafia bosses are all of the SSR cards. Wow, you look dapper. How can you be so calm? This isn't the time to be complimenting clothes. How did all of us end up dressed like this? What do you mean, all of us? Wait, I'm dressed similarly. Why is everyone dressed up all fancy and... Huh? Jade's groovy art is so funny, look at it later. Okay. Wait a minute, there's something around my neck. I can't get it off. What is it, Cal? How do I look? You look cool. Oh, so same as always, right? 1, 2, 3, I'm counting 12 people in this herd. I guess we all lost consciousness. What did I even do to get dragged into this honking gaggle of extroverts? I was confused by your prior disappearance. Where did you get off to? Where did you get off to? What do you mean? Come again? Where did you go off to, Twisted Wonderland? Rummaging through piles of comics in search of first editions of some of my favorite classic manga. Ah, you were browsing the comic vendor we were standing near. That confirms this is everyone who was present when the book opened. So... who are you? Oh my god, guys, look at his cute little face! Look at him! He didn't do anything wrong! Look at, like, his ribs, like, the things on the side supposed to be his ribs. He didn't do anything bad ever! Look at it, he's so cute! This is why I pulled some of his expressions for the VTuber, like, the rigging artist. Because I was like, I want Soliana to have a little smile like that. Who are you? Interesting reaction, but what does it all mean? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Skully J. Graves. I would usually offer a more proper greeting with an accompanying kiss, but this is hardly the time for pleasantries, is it? Oh good, we don't have to spell it out. Whoever you are, whatever you want, if you try anything funny, you'll regret it. You know, getting hit with a binding spell before we could even finish trading introductions was not the greeting I expected. That was quick on their part. I have to hand it to Seebeck and Jamil for immediately restraining the threat the moment they grasp the situation. It took me an hour to make this profile pic. It's cute! I love this one. Absolutely, Skully has never done anything wrong ever. We're in a strange place, clad in stranger clothing, with a face with a strange stranger. It's suspicious, no matter how you slice it. Skully, was it? You tell us the truth if you know what's good for you. Are you the reason we're here? Hardly. 1 minute, I was at the secondhand book fair in town. The next, I was here in this attire. Wait! Oh no! Guys! I think that this is happening across time. It's just like a space and time for you in Genshin Impact. I think this happened in the past. Possibly. You know what could have happened? Maybe Night Raven College used to be a Nightmare Before Christmas school, but then, right, like, they had a disappearance of a student, or a murder, or whatever we're assuming happened here, and then the school shut down, and when they repurposed Ramshackle, they just didn't do anything with it, you know what I mean? So, like, maybe the campus wasn't even made yet. Like, maybe Night Raven was still in its early stages, and there wasn't even, like, the Great 7 dorms yet. Like, maybe that's what it is. I think he's opening the book fair stuff in the past, somehow. You know what I mean? I don't know. Obviously, it could be, like, another, like, city. Like, it could be somewhere else or something. But I think that, like, this is how Skully disappeared and he's been dead. Like, his family thinks he's dead. Like, bro's dead, basically. The last thing I saw in town was, a strange book, I believe. A secondhand book fair in town where you found a strange book, Does that mean you're in the same situation as us? A likely tale. Bro's dead. What is your situation exactly? Are you from Sage's Island? Actually, we go to Night Raven. Oh, wait. Don't divulge personal details to some random stranger, you ninny! How can you be so trusting? Bro. Okay, wait, this is not the same group that went to Playful Land, but, like, it's like you've never met your fellow classmates before, Seaback. He's right, considering the situation we're in, we should be pumping this guy for information, not volunteering our own. I'm the Great Grim! So much for that. It's a pleasure, Grim. Oh, come on! Not one shred of self-preservation. You seem suspicious of me. Not that I can blame you, of course. I can't help but note that you're all acquainted. I'm the odd one out, even here. Oh, even here! Wait a minute, guys. I think I'm cooking, man. I think, here's what I'm revising. I think that he got called by the Mirror to Night Raven College, but they couldn't figure out a dorm for him, so they just shoved his ass in Ramshackle dorm, and this happened, like, before. So there was never a Nightmare Before Christmas storm. Skully just decided, hey, if I don't have a Great 7, I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make a Great 7 with flapjacks. Sorry, with blackjack and hookers. And so he doesn't actually have a dorm. Like, there was never a Nightmare Before Christmas dorm. He just made one. He was like, you know what? If I don't fit in anywhere, I'm gonna idolize, like, this guy that I really, really like. I'm gonna just pick a fairy tale character and I'm gonna make him the Great 8. It's gonna be the Great 8 when I get done. You know? Like, that's what his mindset was. That's my theory. Okay, I think I'm gonna lock that in. Because I had a couple different ideas. I still think he opened the book in the past somehow, right? Like a book fair that happened like years and years ago. But, you know, it's interesting because Crowley says the dorm's been abandoned for some time. But, like, how long does that mean? You know? And blow, lots of blow, exactly. I won't ask for your life story, but would you at least be willing to introduce yourselves? It would be most awkward indeed to be unable to put names to such lovely faces. I earnestly beseech you. This is a state of emergency. I request a meeting of Vice House Wardens and Vice House Wardens. Damn! So that just means... Huh? So that just leaves out what? Epple, Seebeck? Agreed. You guys need to work out those bird brains of yours for a change. House Wardens and Vice House Wardens? Well, that's everyone but the freshmen. What are we, chopped liver? That's what I'm saying, bro. What in tarnation? I'm half relieved, half myth. He's still tied up in the spell, and he's looking right at us. Look at him, he's sweating. He really wants us to help him out, huh? Awkward. All right, what should we do with him? Good question. With our memories all fuzzy, we've got no way to verify his claims. Okay, come on. Dude's as obviously as sus as it gets. Who talks all flowery like that? At least he's not using cryptic net slang like someone else I know. Appearance-wise, he looks to be about our age and does have a gentlemanly air about him. He could be lying through his teeth, or he could be telling the truth. Yeah, though, that's generally, you have two options. Those are generally what they are. I could befriend him and question him about what's happening if that isn't too hasty of a move to make. That's true, Jade could use a signature spell. I don't know, I rather like that approach. Forcing some answers out of him would be the quickest way to solve this dilemma. For someone with such an elegant appearance, you've got some crude methods. I think it's too soon to resort to brute force. Doesn't matter if he's working an angle. This is a guy we can easily subdue by force if we have to. That's true, like you have Malleus. Indeed, especially considering we have the advantage in sheer numbers. Okay, to summarize, here's what we'll do. All right, everybody, I'm just gonna run an ad quickly. I don't really have to get up and stretch or anything like that. I'm just gonna run an ad and have some blueberries because we've hit an hour and I don't want people to get stuck with the pre-rolls, right? So let me know when you guys are out of ad jail. The S strategy. Okay. Maybe I will go get a little snack, actually. Just so I don't have to get up again. Okay, I'll be right back. Hopefully because everyone is dead in this event, or at least we think people are dead, there won't be, too many Twisted Wonderland, big back twistivities, as we like to call it. There won't be too much, like, food talk or food conversation. Alright guys, let's turn this off. Alright, we have 48 seconds for the ad, so I'm quickly gonna crack this open and eat a little bit, and then we'll just keep going. I really like this event so far, though. I know we're only 6 chapters in, despite streaming for an hour, because I was yapping. But it is really cool to, like, see someone from another school. Even though I think he's from our school. You know what I mean? There are negative twist big activities considering that the food is just bullshit from a cauldron. That's exactly what I was thinking. Alright, let's keep going. Are you finished conferring amongst yourselves? We are, yes. Our apologies for treating you so roughly. We'll release you now. You have to understand we're huge cowards. We got a little jumpy. Oh my god, they're just lying. I am terribly sorry. I hope you'll forgive our appalling lack of manners. Are you hurt at all? I can't apologize enough for suspecting you. What in the world is going on? They've changed their whole attitude. Ah! Leona just used a hand... Oh, God. What in tarnation? Leona just used a hand signal. That's the one for the S strategy in our spell drive playbook. S strategy? What's that? It's S for small fry, as in small fry ain't worth the hassle. How rude, you would belittle your opponents to such an extent? Fascinating, your names all have such a lovely rings to them. It's a privilege to be able to utter them. Hey? What is that? Like, what are they all so, like, jumpy about? Huh? What do you think you're doing? Whoa. My. What is happening? Watch it. Oh. What's everyone getting so upset over? Might I ask your names as well? Oh, I'm Ebel Felmier. It's nice to meet you. That was still Arista in there. Seebeck Zigbolt. I have no intention of getting chummy with a human, but I'm willing to follow in Malleus's example and share my name. Ah, Epel Seebeck, it's such a pleasure. Allow me to extend my deepest gratitude for the equation of our acquaintance. Oh, he's kissing them! Is that something Jack Skellington does? I do not remember this at all. So everybody's reaction was getting kissed. So Malleus didn't seem to mind. Edia was like, what the fuck? Jade also didn't seem to mind. Leona just went, shh. So what the, like, what? He's okay with it? He's just like, oh, this is annoying though? What's wrong with you? How dare you kiss someone's hand without permission? Oh, kissing their hand, not kissing them like on the cheek. Okay. So Leona's probably used to that though as a prince. Like that's some normal etiquette, you know, for him, I guess. Likewise, Callan Grimm, it's a delight. Oh. Hey, smooch my perfectly groomed fur. But you have gloves on, Grimm. Jack doesn't do that? Oh, okay. Maybe it's supposed to be the old-timiness then from when he died, and this is our first clue. What a gentleman. No wonder Vil and the others are freaked out. Talk about pompous. Wait, did you kiss Malleus's hand as well? I won't stand for it if you did. Now that I've sanitized my hands. You just carry the big thing. I mean, I guess Jamil probably has like a first aid kit, snacks. Like, I feel like Jamil, because he runs after Calxiyn, like he's that friend that has everything in his purse. You know what I mean? Like me, I have like pads, baby wipes, like, Swiss Army knife, granola bars, right? Like, I feel like that's tissues. Like, I feel like that's how Jamil is. He just has everything in the bag. Let's review our situation, shall we? Yes, let's just move on. We opened a mysterious book, after which we all woke up here. The question is, where is here? We seem to be in a forest, but it's not the woods near the campus. It's very densely wooded, suggesting it's not maintained by people. Densely wooded? No, just what I was afraid of. No signal. My smartphone's useless here. What do I do? Does that mean we can't contact anyone at school? Yeah, it does, but that's not the problem. Is there something else troubling about this? This is gonna break my mobbage login streaks! Mobbage? Just ignore him. So the moment we opened the book, we lost consciousness and found ourselves in a strange place dressed in stranger clothing. Does that cover it? I hope they actually figure out that they're inside of the book. Unlike Lilo and Stitch, where they didn't really seem to figure it out at the end. It's pretty wild when you lay it all out like that. Hey, Malleus, don't suppose any of this rings any bells for you? I mean, there have been cases of characters getting, like, you know, sucked into books, I'm sure, in, like, fairy tales stuff. I can't think of any right now, but I'm sure it's happened. Why do you ask? You know lots of things. I was hoping maybe you knew something that might help here. Anything about the book or the place we're in, any tidbit would do. I've never seen or heard of this manner of thing happening, I'm afraid. That said, I sense an odd presence. Wait here while I check to see what it is. Whee! Oh my god, he's just flying away by himself! Ah, Malleus, where are you going? What if something happens to you while you're alone? What are you going to do, run after him on foot? You know you'll just slow him down. Sit tight and wait here. Goodness, he's already flown out of sight. You must be quite the mage. I love that sound effect. So we woke up in a different place with different clothes. Meanwhile, you was like first time. Well, to be fair, in the anime, you was still in their like kendo costume, but I know what you're saying. I'm back. Welcome back, my liege! I'm glad you've returned safe and sound! What'd you find? Endless forest in every direction. Wait! We haven't even gone through the door to Halloween yet, bro. See, my question is, if Skully's been in the book this whole time, why didn't he go through the adventure all by himself? Or is he lying about, like, I don't know. But then I would think that if he's been here before, he would just take them through the door of Halloween Town. So I feel like he has to have been unconscious all this time. You know what I mean? But I'm like, why didn't the book let him go through the story is, I guess, what my question is. Unless it has, and he's having an Orpheus, like he gets to relive the story over and over and over again forever because his soul's trapped here. I don't know. Or maybe, well, but they're not on the ground in real life or anything. And then and Lilo and Stitch, time didn't seem to move forward. So, I don't think it's like, oh, he was here, like, oh, in real life he died or something. Like, I don't think it was something like that. You know, I don't think it could have been like in real life he was already dead. I mean, maybe the book just needed more people to join the story, and so he's just, like, they've been holding on to Skully and, you know, just the entire time until there were more characters to fulfill the roles, but I don't know, man. That's my big question right now, but I guess we'll see. I also confirmed what I previously sensed. There was a place where the flow of magic ended. Ended, as in it just dropped off? Yes, space cuts itself off at a certain distance from where we stand. When I ventured out that far, I couldn't use magic at all. You couldn't use magic? Okay, so it's basically like the Lilo and Stitch event. There's kind of a barrier, like they're in the pages. Just so, we've been brought to a most peculiar place indeed. My word. Even a guy as OP as Malleus couldn't use magic? What kind of barrier is this? We're doomed. So basically, not even the lizard can get out of the woods and call for help. Pity, here I was hoping he'd finally be useful for a change. Must every word out of your mouth be some slight against Malleus? My liege, permit me to punish this mannerless lout! Oh hey, thanks for showing me your magic pen. Does everyone else have theirs? I found mine in my pockets. We still have our personal effects despite the outfit change. Wait, magical pens? You're not familiar? They're tools used for facilitating spellcasting. Are you a oh god. Are you a practitioner? Practitioner, Skully? Oh, he is. I smell the magic on him. He's got just as much as you, Apple. Goodness, you can tell? What an astute fellow. You're right, of course. I'm a very minor mage. I go to school for it, actually. You do? How old are you? I just turned 16. Why, you're the same age as me. Seebeck's a big guy, and you're even taller than he is, so I figured you'd be older than me. You're both my age? Wonderful. I feel like we're bonding already. We are not! I suspect. He came across as older due to his demeanor, not his height. He's much more refined than the two of you. YouTube chat, are you guys okay? The chat is, like, not staying connected today. Wow, though, affixing mage stones to writing implements and standardized stones to boot, if I'm not mistaken. That means you can all use magic under the same conditions without worrying about discrepancies in mage stone quality. How wonderfully fair! Is it different at your school? Oh, it most certainly is. I'm sorry to ask, but would you mind terribly if we avoided further discussion on the why? I have a rather low opinion of that Oh no! This is so sad! Did Night Raven College used to be like, did Skully get bullied? It's filled with brainless dunderheads, hardly worth dwelling on. There's not a single person here capable of understanding my suffering. Oh no! Everyone on Sage's Island knows about the magical pens we Night Raven College students carry, so how does he not? Who is Skully? Here we all are, house warden of 6 dorms and vice house warden of the 7th. None of us has seen him before. We can rule out him. If none of us has seen him before, we can rule out him going to our school. Especially since he didn't recognize Malleus, a guy who sticks out like a sore thumb everywhere he goes. Considering he's a student mage who was in town, I thought he might go to Royal Sword Academy, but it makes no sense for an RSA student not to recognize a magical pen on sight. Then again, the school's so full of oblivious airheads, maybe it isn't actually outside the realm of possibility. I could see someone from that school going, ooh, those pretty pens you guys carry have a mage stone on them. Yeah, because they have magic wands at Royal Sword Academy, don't they? Just imagining it is making me annoyed. So he goes to either Royal Sword Academy. So he goes to either Royal Sword Academy or some other school. He doesn't seem interested in discussing his school, though. We won't be narrowing it down any further for now. Alright, we've ascertained that we won't be able to use magic to escape this forest. Nonetheless, simply waiting around and hoping for a rescue isn't in our best interests. This is taking so long to just look around, bro. Agreed. First things first, we should explore the area a bit more. An excellent suggestion. Allow me to escort you. You want to escort me? Of course, your hand, please. You make it sound like you know your way around. I don't, unfortunately, but doesn't wandering around a strange forest hand in hand sound just delightful? No, it sounds like what lost children do. This guy's trying to brute force speedrun friendship. This goes way beyond extroverted. Skully's quite the gentleman. I'll have to make certain I keep up. Being a gentleman isn't exactly the issue here. Yeah, see, his good manners, his old-timey manners. I love the RSA slander. Yeah, I feel like they excuse that pretty well because, like, if he's saying that his school is full of dunderheads and then Jamil and Leona just said there are a bunch of airheads that go to Royal Sword Academy, they could, like, reasonably believe that maybe he's just one of them, right? Malleus! Hey! Oh! What? I found something strange! The rest of us are et al. Now? What did you find? This, sir! Yay! Why are there pictures on those trees? Has Idia, like, never played an isekai? I'm surprised this wouldn't occur to him at all. Like, oh, the person goes into their visual novel. Like, that's such a, common isekai trope. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't brought it up. I think they're doors. They are at that. Not just one or two, but several. Each door has its own design. I've never seen trees like this. Something about them gives me the creeps. Don't get too close to them, Epball. The rest of you guys should be careful too. There's no telling what might happen. True, or we could try opening this pumpkin door and see. Oh! He opened it just like that? Don't do that! Alas, what a shame. It's just pitch black inside. Nothing came jumping out. You were hoping something would? Interesting. It looks like there's space down below, but I can't see the bottom. I wonder where it leads. If only there was a way to see what's inside. What? Whoa, that wind! Oh, I'm falling! Someone help! Don't grab onto my tail! Cal, help me! He's so heavy, my arms are slipping! Oh my god, are we all just... What? Oh my god, they're all getting dragged down? What's the big idea? Oh my god, guys, this is so funny. Hey, what are you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whee! Okay, I guess everyone else should go down there. It appears Cal and several others have fallen through the door in a daisy chain. What now? Do we ignore them? What do you mean, do we ignore them? I second that motion. No, I say we go to their aid and place them in our debt. With this many house wardens around, we can hardly let fellow students go missing on our watch. They're going down monkey chain style. This is ridiculous. I love this event. Agreed. Let us all enter the pumpkin door. Do. Oh, no, there's music here. Never mind. I don't need to do it. Guys, this is so cool. This is so awesome. Oh my god, the dust. Ouch. I can't believe I let a gust of wind send me tumbling. How careless of me. Careless is you dragging me in with you. I think I might have grabbed onto something too. Yes, my scarf! I was so off guard that I couldn't react in time! How could this happen? How could I embarrass myself in front of Malleus's presence? In Malleus's presence? Better question is, how could you drag me along for the ride? You're one to talk. I bet you didn't even realize you grabbed onto me. Where are we anyway? That inward curling hill. I've seen it in pictures so many times. Could it be? No, that's impossible. But what if? Skully, does something about this place ring a bell for you? There you are. Is everyone okay? Malleus! You came after us! I can't apologize enough for putting you through such a hardship, my liege! It's fine. I'm glad you're safe. Did you follow us through the pumpkin door? Yeah, getting separated seemed like a bad idea. We were so beset with worry, why what else could we do? You can't go 5 minutes without lying through your tentacles, can you, Sice? Sipliopunk? I don't remember how to pronounce that, it's been so long. I must say, I wasn't expecting a door this strange on the other- a place this strange on the other side of the door. It's even deeper than the forest was. Are we in a graveyard? It's hard to say. Skully seemed to know something, but... What's this? Zero? I think we have some new visitors. Oh god, now I have to do a Skully voice and a Jack voice. Such a thing didn't occur to me. Fuck. Zero? I'm trying to think of Kingdom Hearts. Who's there? It couldn't be! Who am I, you ask? Oh god, who am I, you ask? I'm the master of fright, ruler of night. People cower at the name of the Pumpkin King. Yes, it is I. Jack Skellington! Yeah, guys, I don't know if I can do a voice that's like the one from the movie, so we'll just have to do whatever we do. A talking skeleton! What in the world? A skeleton? A ghost? No, a fae? There are no such fae! He's clearly a monster! That's not very nice! He's so tall! Oh, the dog gets voice lines! Is that a dog with a glowing nose? A dog? That's a dog? It has ears and it barks. That makes it a dog, doesn't it? Actually, if you look closer, its nose is a pumpkin, and it has no legs. It's flying! Oh my god, all the voices panicking. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna try to pop out the YouTube chat again, because for some reason you guys are really struggling, and I don't want to miss your comments. As long as you guys can see and hear me, and we're okay. I guess it doesn't matter, but it's just weird. Is this real? Are you Jack Skellington himself? You know who I am? Of course I do! Sir, Jack Skellington, I've known that illustrious name my whole life! Maybe you have, but I'm drawing a total blank. I've never seen or heard of anyone called Jack Skellington before. Me neither, and I'm sure- oh god. What in tarnation? Me neither, and I'm sure I've never seen a monster like this. Ah, deplorable! Mr. Skellington, please be patient with these uneducated individuals. Excuse me, uneducated? Skully, you're actually familiar with this guy? Absolutely, he's my idol! Ah, pardon me, I got a bit carried away there. I should start with a more fundamental question. Are any of you familiar with Halloween? Certainly, it would be strange if we weren't. What? You know what it is? Wait, did Halloween not take off in Twisted Wonderland yet? Does that really merit shouting over? Everyone in our group is well acquainted with it. My goodness, that's fantastic. I'll skip to the main point then. Believe it or not, Mr. Skellington here is the king of Halloween. He's the legendary figure responsible for creating the Halloween I love so dearly. Right you are! I'm the Pumpkin King, the master of fright and king of Halloween. I'm flattered you know who I am. Oh my goodness, how deeply you humble me with your words. You're the great man who created Halloween. I'm beyond honored to have the privilege of meeting you in person. How elegantly they bow back and forth. Yes, their gestures are flawless. Not that this is the time for any of that, of course. Guys, this is so cool. I need Jack. I need some, like, Kingdom Hearts voice lines. Just to kind of remember, like, what he sounds like.
Oh, take that! Here, Sora, Donald, Goofy!
Goofy! Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna help.
It's no use.
It's no use.
Let's continue. The ingredients for a heart.
The ingredients for a heart.
Pulse, emotion, terror, fear.
I don't know. I guess I'll just make him a bit
Despair.
theatrical, I guess. Because there's just something about his tone I can't hit exactly with my own voice, you know what I mean? Hey, have you ever heard of this ruler of Halloween guy? No, I have no recollection of anyone by the name of Jack Skellington. The King of Halloween, the Master of Fright, the Pumpkin King, all those titles are quite new to me. Yeah, that's true that this is the first event that we have an inspired character interact with their inspiration, and I feel like, guys, that's already why this is so peak. Likewise, for the record. You'll play the song after the book, right? Yes. Just like we did for that other time that we lost voice permissions. Ditto. Halloween, the 31st of October, is the one day when ghosts come back from the afterlife. It's when the living dress up as ghosts and throw a grand welcome for our spectral visitors. Everyone in Twisted Wonderland knows that much, but nowhere in any of the associated lore is there a single mention of the name Jack Skellington to be found. As much of a shame as it is to say, it's not surprising none of you have ever heard of him. Legends about Mr. Skellington are only passed down in relatively small geographical regions. And where is that? My hometown! That's way beyond relatively small. It's a little burg in a foggy valley. Everyone there loves Halloween and holds its creator in the highest esteem. You mean me? Absolutely! I am no exception, of course. I love you and Halloween more than anything in the world! But when I left town, I found that essentially no one had ever heard of you. At school, I'd tell people stories about you and Halloween and no one would believe me. Simpletons, the lot of them. I'm still quite cross about it. That explains why you wanted to avoid talking about your school. Ah, but now I get to meet Mr. Skellington in the flesh, so to speak. Am I dreaming? If I am, I hope I never wake up. It's more of a nightmare than a dream, in my estimate. Oh, this skeleton is really moving. It's not illusion magic, right? It's a real, actual skeleton? Stop calling him a skeleton! He has a name! Call him Mr. Skellington! Oh, please. Oh, please. Call me Jack! Everyone in town does! Town? There's a town here? Of course! I feel like there's almost a nasal quality to his voice, but again, I'm sort of struggling with the Kingdom Hearts version. Sora! Of course! Where are you folks from? We're from Sage's Island. Actually, maybe it's better if I say we're from Twisted Wonderland. Twisted Wonderland? I've never heard of it. You've never heard of it? That's impossible. Why, that means this place is... Couldn't be, could it? Yeah, that's what I feared. The worst possible worst case scenario. We're not in Twisted Wonderland anymore. We're not? We're in another world! Player, now you know how it feels, guys. This event is so peak. They're gonna bring all these parallels together. I just know it. If we're not in Twisted Wonderland, then where are we? How should I know? Between the forest and those doors and the skeleton, it's clear we're in a place that defies what we consider common sense. What is it, human? This is just like an isekai transmigration light novel plot! The one who summons no zero is gonna show up and tell us to fight the evil overlord and save the kingdom. I'm telling you, that's what always happens! But we gotta watch out because you never know whether the summoner is telling the truth or trying to trick the hero! Stop prattling on about such utter nonsense! Oh no, my liege, what is happening? I fear King Staller has surmised rightly. I sense no magic from Skellington or this area. Yet something that should, by all rights, be immobile and silent is standing before us chatting happily away. It would seem the book has sent us to a world separate than our own. I'm glad that they're smart enough to figure it out, because Lilo and Stitch was driving me crazy! They've avoided, if I had my "you're stupid" alerts, we would have avoided them so far. My word! Then what will become of you in Briar Valley? This is absolutely wonderful! What a fortuitous turn of events! Fortuitous? There's nothing fortunate about this. We have to get back to school. We certainly do. Jack, we'd like to return where we came from. Do you know any way to leave this place? What do you mean leave? I'm afraid you're losing me. Oh, you want to leave the hill. That's not what he meant. In that case, let me show you to my town. Really? You do that? Certainly. Everyone in town loves a good time. They'd welcome you with open arms. And who knows? Maybe you fellows can help solve this trouble that's been plaguing me. What trouble? Now then, follow me. I'll lead the way. Come on, Zero. Oh my god. Guys, I love Skully so much. He's so cute! Guys, I can't take it. And he's dead, and they're gonna tell us he's dead and he can't come back with us. He's gonna break all of our hearts, and I'm gonna cry. And that's it. He reaches his own conclusion and promptly marches off toward it. That's a rather pushy way of doing things. Skully was all too happy to run along after him. What should the rest of us do, though? Oh, that's the question, huh? Who would follow that skeleton? It's beyond suspicious. I can't risk endangering Malleus. I think we're way beyond debating things being suspicious at this point. That said, I'm with Seebeck on this. We should proceed with caution. You think so? If there's a town here, that means there are people as well. We can use all the intel we can gather. You're just enjoying the ride, and you know it. I think... Oh god. What in tarnation? I think we should visit the town. We're not gonna make any progress just huddling in place. I'm not suggesting we huddle in place. I simply believe we should think this through carefully. What if we blithely stride, okay. Blithely stride behind enemy lines and disaster befalls us. There's bravery, then there's recklessness. Yes, Seebeck, Aristotle's golden mean. True, Seebeck's making a sound case. Everyone's making decent points, but we don't have to go off. But we don't have enough to go off of to decide one way for sure. What say we put our course of action to a vote? That would make things fair. True, I doubt any amount of debating will arrive at a conclusion all of us find satisfactory. Wait, all of us? 1, 2, 3... Hold on. We're missing someone. Oh god. Who are we missing? Cal and Grim? Grim probably wants food. He's like, I'm hungry. I'm going into town. There's something small tumbling. Oh no! Zero's chasing Grim! Help! The see-through dog keeps sniffing at me! It's creeping me out, Stevic! Grim, what is he doing? The dog's chasing him. Considering Jack is the dog owner, Grim's bound to end up herded after him and Skully. Grim, running will only make the dog chase you more! I'm not sure telling him that is helpful right now. Ah, Cal's run off after Grim. I don't know if we have time to vote. After them. Guys, this event is peak. Guys, this might be my favorite event. I love Hunchback. You guys have to understand. I love Hunchback with my entire heart and soul. It's my favorite Disney movie ever. And to be honest, I don't care that much about Nightmare Before Christmas. But Skully is so cute and it's so funny. And everyone, guys, I think this is great. Hi, Cloud. How's it going? Guys, I'm so happy. This is so cool. I love this event. No, why am I the only one he's licking? He's taken quite a shine to you, Grim. I'm green with envy. Finally got up. Cal, get this dog off of me. I thought we were gonna lose you guys back there. Jack has a markedly long stride. It was quite difficult catching up. I wonder, like, how the other half is gonna be if Skully is still, like, in the book in the next JP event, because I know it's Skully and, well, I think it's Oogie Boogie, but I'm sure Skully's also there. So, like, to have Jack, but then also Jack Howell, I don't know if that's gonna get confusing or not. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, I did read that already. Wonderful! You're all here! Welcome to Halloween Town! Oh my god, guys. Oh, is it quiet again because we lost music permissions? Do 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 do. Oh my god. Is there really nothing? Am I gonna have to turn on the Kingdom Hearts music? For goodness sakes. Oh my god. Guys, I just pulled something in my neck. Ow, that hurts so bad. Oh, shit. I don't know if you guys saw that. Like, do you guys ever know, like, when you have that, like, and then you just feel the, like, you know what I mean? You feel, like, the back muscle at the back of my neck just, and now it's, like, going up my head. Do you guys ever know those ones? All right. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so bad. Meanwhile, YouTube chat is just disconnecting and reconnecting over and over and over again. All right, how's that? Cal? Yes? Is it too loud? Is that better? Look ahead? Look ahead. Look ahead where? At him? At past chat? This part is silent? Okay. Wasn't there supposed to be music here? I thought there was. Kel, are you okay with your neck? Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, Grim Dog Chase. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm good to put the music on, right? Sorry, I got a little confused because I hurt myself. No. Oh, are you guys saying that this part's intentionally silent? Like on purpose? It's okay. We'll pull up the music, just in case we need it. Anyway, it's real. How many times have I dreamed of coming to Halloween Town? The silence. Oh, it's supposed to be silent. Whatever. Who cares? The silent, the desolation, the somberness. It's beautiful. It's every bit as perfect as I imagined. Whatever. I like this song. Oh, all right, there we go. I don't know. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to happen. I'm like getting such like Kingdom Hearts vibes right now. So, a wish fulfillment, I guess. It's dark. It's scary. Oh, thank goodness. At least some of us have reasonable reactions to this. What a tacky town square. I've heard of brutalist looks, but this is ridiculous. There's a bunch of scary tools I don't even know how anyone would use. This is creepier than Poffmore's basement. Oh my god, that's funny. The atmosphere is positively frightening. It reminds me of Ramshackle Dorm. You don't say. Don't act flattered. That wasn't a compliment. There are jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. Is it like this year-round? It's certainly eerie enough to live up to its name. Oh god, not the mayor! I'm gonna have to voice all these people? Are you kidding me? Jack, it's a disaster! Where have you been, Jack? I've been looking all over for you! Oh, it was Sally! I thought it was the mayor. Jeez. Whoops. Man, guys, YouTube chat does not want to stay connected today. This is my favorite event. They're so funny. I hate the mayor. Well, glad he's not here yet. I know Jamil's afraid of bugs. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Sally! Okay, so I have to do that line again. Where have you been, Jack? I've been looking all over for you. Guys, I can't believe it! Like, I actually can't believe it! I didn't think that we were gonna see Sally, too! Wait, so does that mean we're gonna see, like, the real Oogie Boogie, but also, like, a character inspired by Oogie Boogie? But, like, how did that character get sucked into the book? Was he in Ramshackle, too, and then he died? I don't know, man. It's gonna be crazy to see how that character, like, is incorporated, you know? Because I'm like, he didn't get, like, sucked in like Skully, did he? I don't know, maybe he did. I found some visitors and was just escorting them into town. We have visitors? First a scary skeleton and now this! Jamil's gonna be so funny with Oogie Boogie, but Jamil won't be in that event again, will he? It'll be the other half of the cast. Oh, you mean Oogie Boogie like the real Oogie Boogie, sorry. A patchwork ragdoll that speaks? Is it magic? Seemingly not. It's a being just as mysterious as Jack himself. Also, sorry YouTube chat if I miss anything you guys are saying. For some reason, like, the chat's just disconnecting and reconnecting over and over and over again. So, I'll try my best to keep up with it and, like, see what I missed from you guys, but I might have to open it up on my phone or something. I don't know what's going on. Are you by any chance Miss Sally? Yes, that's my name. You know who I am? I most certainly do! They say you serve as a central pillar of Halloween Town with your wits and sensibility. Moreover, the poignancy of your feelings for Jack moves many a soul. You are positively adored among the people in my village. Potency? Oh my. You must be the visitors Jack mentioned. Welcome to Halloween Town. It's a pleasure. Likewise. You're very sweet, I can tell from the way you shake hands. I've heard tales of your intelligence, Miss Sally. It's an honor to speak to you in person like this. Intelligence, huh? Excuse me, Sally. We're from a place called Twisted Wonderland. Have you heard of it? Twisted Wonderland? I can't say I have. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you a better answer. It's fine, Sally. We needn't trouble ourselves with the little things. The little things? How is what's happening to us right now a little thing? We're essentially grasping at straws at the moment. Miss Sally, is there any direction you could point us in? Anyone who might know something, or literature that might provide a hint? We'll take anything you can offer. Perhaps there's something in the doctor's books, or a door somewhere in town. Books? A door? Please tell us more. Hold on, slow down. I'd love to help you find your way back home, but I'm afraid we have our hands full at the moment. After all, there are but scant 3 days left until Halloween. What? It's that soon? You bet it is, though I'm afraid we're still working out our plans for this year's celebration. It's just that I've grown so tired of the same old routine. So I've been puzzling over how to make Halloween more exciting ever since we wrapped things up last year. You've been puzzling over it for a whole year? That sounds rough. Guys, what if it's like a paradox? Because we established the tradition here. Well, no, but it can't be. Because Jack's whole thing is he's gonna discover Christmas. It can't just be that he uses our present day Halloween traditions. Because, like, that's probably the same as what they do in Nightmare Before Christmas. Unless this is, like, even before Nightmare Before Christmas, and Jack's been bored before, and then he's gonna get bored again when the second event happens. You know what I mean? I guess it depends on how they celebrate Halloween in Halloween Town now, compared to Twisted Wonderland, and if there are any major differences. I don't know. Yes, which is where you come in! I'd like all of you to join in this year's festivities with us. Like, kind of like a KH1 versus KH2 thing, you know? Huh? What? Oh, you guys are saying Jamil seeing Oogie Boogie would be funny because he's afraid of bugs. Oh, sorry. I only just understood. You folks came from somewhere outside of Halloween Town, right? You must know all kinds of neat things I've never heard of. My curiosity is piqued. What would you say to offering some ideas on how to run Halloween this year? Once Halloween has ended, I'll be happy to help you find a way home. 3 days? Hey, Jack. Wait, I don't want to mix you up with a pup at my dorm. Hey, Skellington, is that a threat? A threat? Far from it. I'm tired of menacing people anyway. I wasn't asking about your personal taste. Oh, this is splendid. I can already tell this year's Halloween is going to be something special. Isn't this exciting, Sally? I suppose. Jack's back to that bad habit of his. Look at him rejoicing. The things we're saying are going in one ear hole and out the other. He must be the type of guy who gets easily caught up in their own ideas. I actually get to spend Halloween in Halloween Town. Talk about a miracle. This must be my purpose in life. There's no doubt in my mind, I was born in this world for this exact moment. Mr. Skellington, I would be beyond delighted to assist you. Jack's not the only one caught up in the moment. This guy's not hearing a word we're saying either. I mean, why the fuck does he care about you? He doesn't want to go home. He likes it here better than his school. Sorry. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's been to Christmas Town yet. I agree. And then there's also how he got to the real world, which I don't remember how they did that in Nightmare Before Christmas. I think they just flew away from Santa Claus world and got to the real world somehow. I don't remember. The two of them seem to be on the same wavelength, and not in a good way. Cool for them, I guess, but I'd appreciate it if they did it somewhere far away from me. What do we do here? We should help Jack. I agree with that call. We received his help going back. We receive his help going back, and he receives our labor in return. A perfectly reasonable contract, in my opinion. You are one seriously contractaholic. TIL, you can mash up the word contract with the suffix aholic. Oh, it's a hassle, but I don't see any way around it. Let's just help Skellington out. Really? 3 days? Well, this is a surprise. I thought you'd balk at the idea more than the rest of us. It's the most efficient option. I'm just picking the path of least resistance. I kinda like that characterization for Leona. I just want to get Halloween over with, get back to school, and go to bed. Even if it means having to put up with that bright-eyed, bushy-tailed badger. I like how they're not questioning, though, because they said Halloween was, like, months away, but here it's a couple days away, so they're not really questioning, like, if they miss Halloween, that means they would miss the festivities at school, and then they'd be screwed because they're all house wardens and they're in charge. But I guess they've just accepted the fact that this is a different timey-wimey situation. You'll be contributing ideas. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. With all of us working together, I'm sure we can make this a fantastic Halloween. I think I've really tapped into how I want to do Sully, guys. There's a lot of energy here. Is Skully the badger Leona was talking about? I don't know if I'd call him a badger, but this giddy demeanor can be rather grating. Halloween seems to be all he ever talks about. For all I know, it may be all he thinks about. No kidding, he's also been staring at Jack this whole time. You must have been really happy to meet him. I mean, first of all, Seebeck, you're one to talk. Second of all, though, I do wonder if that's part of the reason why Skully was ostracized at his school, and they're gonna do this thing of like, okay, Skully, like, that's sad that people bullied you, but you're also kind of low-key, like, you don't care about what anyone else cares about. Like, compromise is like, I tell you guys about Kingdom Hearts, and then you tell me about your hyperfixation that I don't care about particularly. You know what I mean? So I feel like Skully hasn't learned the art of the compromise, and that's why he's like, everyone at my school is stupid. Like, you know, the people at Skully's school probably have their own stories that they'd like to share, you know? He wasn't kidding about looking up to him. It's kind of frightening, actually. Now that I'm here, now that I'm with Jack Skellington of all people, I can have the best Halloween ever! Thank you all for chipping in. I should introduce you to the folks in town. Jack, I've been looking for you. I think this is the mayor now. Guys, I did not think we were going to get this many characters! This is so cool! Ah, there's the mayor now. I'm glad I found you. I don't know what I would have done if you disappeared on us. Now we got some triangular guy in a funny hat. Yet another oddball. Honestly, the shock factor's worn off at this point. We need to talk about Halloween, and soon! What if we're not ready? You've got perfect timing, actually. Call a town meeting and I'll tell everyone all about it. When? Immediately. All right. Oh man, guys. Okay, so that is book 1 done. So I'm going to quickly take a break, use the bathroom, all that fun stuff, and we'll just see, you know, how far we get through, like this part, right? This probably should take an hour and a half, depending on how long the chapters are, because here's the thing, right? The reason why these events in particular are a little longer is because, like, everyone has to have an opinion. You know, everyone has to have an opinion, so everybody needs time to talk. I mean, I don't even know if we heard from Malleus for a while, but yeah, if we do like half of book 2, it'll basically be like this stream is book 1 and half of book 2. The next stream is book 2, book 3 probably, you know, whatever, and then like the other ones, it'll all work out. You guys know what I'm saying. But aren't there 5 books? Anyway, maybe there's not 5 books. Wait, how are there 85 chapters? But we did this exact same thing when we did this same thing when we did Playful Land. Guys, I don't understand how mathematically this isn't making sense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how, like, did we do more chapters with Playful Land? Is that why? Like, I thought we just cut it in half. I'm a little confused, but I got the spirit. You know, it'll make sense. I think for Playful Land, we actually finished book 1 and 2. That's why I think I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around it. So basically, this stream is probably gonna be book 1 and half of 2. The next stream will be half of 2 and like some of 3. But then the next stream, that would mean I have to do 3, 4, 5. That doesn't make a lot of sense in my head. So maybe we should finish... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, Am I just not doing the math properly? No, if we finish book 2 today, that means next time we have to do 3 and sum of 4. And then we would have 1 stream with just 5. But that was like, we had like 2 long streams and 1 short stream. But this would mean that we have like 3 like streams of equal length, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna try to stick to my original plan and see how far we can get in terms of getting to chapter 15. Because some of these books do seem like unusually like long, right? Like even this one, book 2 is 22 chapters, right? So, and then book 4, wait, this is book 3 is 20 chapters. Book 4 is 13 chapters, and then book 5 is 16 chapters, right? So something has to give somewhere. Like, I feel like that we have to either finish book 2 today, or like, we'll have to know in the future that we need to like cut into some of book 3. But anyway, so I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna just use the bathroom quickly. We'll start back at town meeting and we'll just see how far we get. It'd be nice if we could maybe get like, you know, 2 books done like we did for Playful Land, but that just means our last stream will be a little short, I guess. Unless we do the middle stream is just book 3 and then the last stream is book 4 and 5. But whatever, we'll figure it out. It doesn't really matter. But let us do some lessons while I go use the bathroom. Actually, I think I liked my other Leona card that I had going there. Which one was it? Alright, let's do that. I'll run some ads and I'll be right back, everybody. Thank you for your...
励んでますね。
これだけできときゃいいだろう。寝る暇もねえ。クローリーもしつこい
ではご
な。飽きたんだが。金ねえ。
次はお行儀から教えてやる。
知ってることばっかり退屈の授業だ。
頭に叩きこ。
鍋が焦げた。終わったぜ。あ、鍋が焦げた。ボケっとすんな。こんなのもわかんないのか。
ステイ。今日はこ。
知ってることばっかり退屈の授業だ。
しつけの時間。
鼻がバカになりそうだ。午後は眠たくなる。終わったぜ。午後は眠たくなる。あ、鍋が焦げた。
次はお行儀から教えてやる。
知ってることばっかり退屈の授業だ。
頭に叩きこ。
薬の匂いで鼻が。薬の匂いで鼻が。去年もやった。休憩しようぜ。休憩しようぜ。
グッボーイ。
知ってることばっかり退屈の授業だ。
子犬ども。
腹が減ってきた。飽きたんだが。これは初めて知った。腹が減ってきた。これは初めて知った。
次はお行儀から教えてやる。
知ってることばっかり退屈の授業だ。
子犬ども。
クルーウェルめ。やる気が出ねえ。金ねえ。は適当でいいんだよ。やる気が出ねえ。
Alright, everyone. We will continue shortly. I'm just gonna check some things. Make sure my doctor hasn't called or anything like
や
that.
る気が出ねえ。去年もやった。飽きたんだが。クルーウェルめ。
励んでますね。
And then we'll keep going.
煙。
ステイ。
Guys, this event is really good. Oh my god, I feel so energized.
退屈の授業だ。
しつけの時間だ。
抜き打ちです。
先生、教えてくれよ。先生、教えてくれよ。クローリーもしつこいな。おい、手元。煙。
関心。
バカにするなよ。
グッボーイ。
知ってることばっかで退屈な授業だ。
All right. Actually, there's one more thing I want to check. It won't take long, I promise. Okay. I just had to check something. Alright. Thank you guys for waiting. Okay, so we are going to continue. Oh my god, guys, this event is so good. It's so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to keep going. But yeah, we'll see how far we get, you know. It really depends on the pacing of the second book. Oh my god, I lost it. Where is it? It should be right here, yeah. All right. The only bad thing about this event is that it sets the bar. It sets the bar way too high for the other events after it. I mean, Halloween has always been better, though, than other events, to be fair. So, like, it's not too unusual. Do you know what I mean? Like, Halloween has always been a bigger deal. So as long as they just keep making Halloween still big, I think it makes sense. I do have a feeling we're about to do a little bit of bullshit, though. And maybe that's why these chapters, like, you know, why this book is so long. It's like 22 chapters long. Maybe they'll go by fast because we're, like, collecting stuff. Town meeting! Town meeting! Come to the town hall at once! I don't remember how this guy sounds other than Jack. This is a disaster. I was hoping we'd avoid a hassle, and instead we're stuck in some ridiculous best Halloween ever meeting with the whole town. Do Skellington and the mayor really have to make a giant production out of this? It's nothing new. We hold meetings like this all the time in Halloween Town. Everyone wants to hear what Jack has to say. Dude, I can't imagine a worse place to live than somewhere with constant meetings. Jack's calling the shots anyway. Can't he just email the updates? If Skellington can issue orders to city officials, I suppose it's true that he's the ruler here. Oh yes, and Jack always has the best ideas. Wait, so Jack's the ruler, but he's not the mayor? I guess that it's just the mayor does all the boring shit he doesn't want to do. He's wonderful, really. Sally, there you are! Oh no, is that the doctor? Sally, there you are. I don't know what to... I want to give this man an old man voice. Must you keep sneaking out? I've been looking for you everywhere. Doctor, you're not ready for so much excitement. You're coming with me. No, let go. Oh, goodbye. Oh no. Some guy with a shiny bald head just dragged Sally off. Did she say he was a doctor? Everyone we meet from this town is stranger than the last. Speaking of which, those strange creatures filling in must be the oh, that was Riddle. I thought that was the mayor again. Sorry. Speaking of which, those strange creatures filing in must be the townsfolk. An odd-faced clown, a wolfman, a one-eyed monster, a giant man with an axe in the back of his own head, something with sharp fangs and glowing red eyes, something else with snakes for fingers and spiders in its hair. Okay, so these are all lyrics from the opening song, I think. This is so neat. None of us are batting an eye anymore. We get to announce our idea for the best Halloween ever in front of Mr. Skellington and all of Halloween Town. Oh, I don't know how to describe the joy I'm feeling. I could kiss all of you right now. Don't you dare. Your loss. Oh dear, I'm running out of Valium. Might I trouble you for more? What? Valium? What's Skully writing? He's noting down all his Halloween ideas, his plans, as it were. Why would anyone take notes when they ain't in class? What a weirdo. There's nothing wrong with a bit of ardor. Or ardor, sorry. True, we should compile some ideas of our own, even if we don't necessarily write them down. I suspect we're all gonna be on the same page when it comes to making the best Halloween ever, though. Sorry. True, there's not one of us who doesn't hold Halloween in high regard, after all. Oh, what exceptional tasted holidays you have. I'm so immensely grateful. You're a far cry from the people at my school. Halloween's the most special holiday of the year. It's obvious what the best way to spend it is. For sure, since you're already on fire scribbling those notes, we can probably just let you handle that part. You humble me deeply. I can't wait to discuss Halloween more with you all. I'm positively counting down the minutes. What a lovely time it will be. Okay, that was a little... I don't know if we had to laugh all evilly like that. Oh, oops. Oh my god. I don't remember this from the movie. Aren't they, like, you know, curious about, like, what a bunch of humans doing here, you know? Listen, everyone! I've made a most peculiar... Oh my god. I've made a most peculiar discovery! Something to tantalize my brain! Why, I found visitors from a world unlike anything I've ever seen. A world unlike anything we've ever seen? Yes, it's called Twisted Wonderland! What's a Twisted Wonderland? I bet everyone who lives there is all twisted up in knots. Maybe their faces are all jumbled. No, maybe they're all super mean. Ooh, I'm getting the chills just thinking about it. They're taking weird ideas about our world and running with them. You think? I'm not sure they're all that wrong. Allow me to introduce you to our esteemed Twisted Wonderland guests! Oh god, guys, not the lag. Knock on wood, everything's okay. Oh, that's bright. Those are creatures from from Twisted Wonderland? Jeez Louise, they're really gawking at us. These guys are giving me all sorts of, giving me the creeps. I'm kinda scared. They're making me blush. Indeed, I wonder if we could ever live up to the expectations of our Halloween Town hosts. Greetings, one and all! My name is Skully J. Graves, and Skellington Monster and all! As you've heard, we're here from Twisted Wonderland. You'd best remember that. And more importantly, those in the back, listen. Those in the front, behold. For this is the great Malleus Draconia. He's someone the likes of you would ordinarily never have the privilege of meeting. Prostrate yourselves upon the ground and weep at the fortune visited upon you this day. See, what did I tell you? That's a mean expression. Guys, this event, they're crazy. What are we doing? I'd normally take issue with that, but his rude behavior seems to be well received. Would you look at that? Seebeck lived up to their expectations without needing any help from the rest of us. You're a very passionate fellow, aren't you, Seebeck? I can't help but feel a certain kinship. You see, folks, these people will tell us about a kind of Halloween we've never seen before. What say we get their input on how to liven things up this year? Okay, yeah, so guys, I'm assuming we're not doing the Christmas plotline. I feel like we're just not doing the Christmas plotline at all, and that's gonna be next year. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts 1 versus Kingdom Hearts 2, I think. All right, without further ado, let's hear from our Twisted Wonderland visitors. What, in your opinion, would be the best Halloween ever? I'll field this, Mr. Skellington. My idea of the best Halloween ever is silence. Simplicity. Austerity? That is Halloween. Huh? My shit is buffering bad? Uh-oh. I hope that's not my fault. Are you guys all okay? I'm not seeing anything. A silent simple. SGA? Guys, you're finding out I can't read. That's an intriguing suggestion. Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll take a moment to elaborate further. Okay. First, Halloween by nature should be silent by nature. True terror can only be found in silence so deep you can hear your own heartbeat. Solemnly savoring one's isolation and fear in utter silence. That is Halloween. Interesting. I do like the potential element of fear and quiet in a quiet, noiseless Halloween. If I may. What is it? Forgive my interruption, but I question the reasoning of Skully's opinion that Halloween should be silent. Music is a vital element in crafting a frightful, delightful atmosphere that makes Halloween— Oh no! The girls are gonna start fighting! It's fine, I have 12 college tabs open— Oh, okay. I wish I could help you guys with your homework, but unfortunately, apparently I can't even read, so. October 31st only comes but once a year. It deserves to be celebrated in a lively manner with fitting music. A lively manner, You would suggest making a spectacle out of it? I believe Halloween can stand on its own merits without needing such things. In the sea we call home, music is an essential part of crafting proper atmosphere. Whether it's relishing the sea itself, conveying love between paramours, or enjoying an event, we all express things through the songs we sing. Okay, Azul, this is the first time I've ever heard you say something like that. One cannot dismiss the importance of atmosphere building. Just so, special days are deserving of special music to liven things up. Music enhances both spine-tingling terror and the dancing delights of Halloween. Oh, that's an intriguing view as well. I beg to differ. Dancing? Such ruckus displays are hardly keeping with Halloween. Noise has no place on Halloween. I see. You had more to share, right, Skully? Yes. The second key aspect is simplicity. Dressing excessively on Halloween is the epitome of poor taste, utterly unnecessary. Simplicity, huh? You make it sound easy, but it requires a keen aesthetic eye. What might your idea of simplicity entail? Halloween is supposed to be somber and solemn. First, we must remove all decorations. Then, rooms should be painted pitch black to represent the night. Their only adornment will be a single pumpkin, its hollow interior lit up with a flame that will be the only source of illumination all night. In doing so, people can experience a creeping kind of terror. That is Halloween. What? Pitch black? Don't be ridiculous. I'll catch up with the VOD. Thank you for streaming. I hope it continues to go well. Thank you, Madcap, and no problem. I hope you'll enjoy the VOD. I'm having so much fun with this event, guys. It's so good. You equate the color black with fear. You'd content yourself with such basic, basic tacky ideas. Tacky? Did you just call it tacky? I kind of agree with Vil. It would obviously be way more fitting to decorate with bright neons and metallic colors. Like put up signboards with bright neon lights and flashing rainbow letters. You gotta go all out. That's just as tacky. Don't confuse your ideas with mine. Aw, what? Much of what Flemme has said eluded my understanding, but nonetheless, considering the holiday, Snowgenheim speaks soundly. Many would find a uniformly black color scheme to be missing something. Incorporating festive colors like purple, orange, and green in Halloween activities has been the norm for a century now. I agree that decoration should be festive. See, the about a century now I feel like is very telling, because Skully is from the time before Halloween seems to have been commercialized or otherwise widely celebrated, I think. I agree that decoration should be festive in nature. A single color would hardly suffice. Such words carry even more weight coming from someone who living in a practically colorless prison-like dorm. That's not true, there's green. Agreed, he's got a good idea of just how special an event Halloween is. Poor Skully, he's gonna be like, my ideas suck ass. Like, he's gonna be so sad. I was not expecting the same platitudes from you lovely people as those materialistic fools. I'm disappointed. Deeply disappointed. But it's not too late. I can still enlighten you as to what a proper Halloween should be. Surely that's the reason I was brought here. You know, there's a reoccurring theme I can't help but notice. Yes, Skully's Halloween seems to be quite different from ours. The Halloween he's describing sounds so serious, so drab. Like the opposite of fun. Oh god, that was Arista. What in tarnation? Like the opposite of fun. You said it. A monochrome Halloween versus a bright and colorful one. We have another distinct difference of opinion here. And the last thing you mentioned... Ah, yes, Mr. Skellington. Austerity? Alright, I'll bite. What does this austerity entail? I'm glad you asked! Frugality would be another word for it. There's no place for revelry on a day meant to honor the afterlife. You should carry on with solemnity and dignity. In fact, you should build character by eating even more modest fare than usual. All while pondering the day you shall join the ghosts yourselves. That is Halloween. Damn, this is so depressing. He's like, we gotta eat shitty food, sit in a black room, and think about the day we're gonna die. I should have known this would be about food. Austerity on Halloween? That's hard to imagine. So your vision of Halloween wouldn't include feasting at a party? Certainly not. Indulging in a feast would distract people from contemplating the true meaning of Halloween. I guess you'd also minimize the candy and just hand out a few hard candies and chocolates? Candy? Why would you need candy on Halloween? Huh? What do you mean, why? Because of trick-or-treating. You're familiar with that, right? Trick-or-treating? Oh! You're referring to the... What? The locution? What? Used to get malicious ghosts to leave. I do agree that measures should be taken to deal with ghosts, but there's no need for those measures to include candy of all things. Worry not. When we mages work together, no malicious ghost will be a match for us. Hence, we needn't sully Halloween by indulging in such frivolities. No candy on Halloween! That's setting people up for disappointment. Agreed. How are children supposed to enjoy Halloween without candy? I'll grant that Halloween treats started out as a means of returning malicious ghosts to the hereafter whence they came, but nowadays there are countless children who eagerly look forward to those treats every year. You could not remove them if you wish to craft a Halloween regarded as the best ever. It's true, and they're not just for kids. We'd enjoy it more with treats too. Even the people making the treats spent months brainstorming good ones for Halloween. Yes, I could see it. You do produce quite an intricately made Halloween treats. Oh god. I definitely wouldn't want to miss out on a chance to eat good food. Food you say? I can't say I've spared much thought about it before. Actually, if I could ask you a question, Jack, do you and your friends eat? Huh? Come now, of course we do! Of course, silly me. That's what I get for scrutinizing it too deeply, I suppose. I failed to see what's obvious about it. What could a skeleton possibly need to eat for? So we've got yet another split opinion. This is proving tricky. Bet Halloween was the only time Riddle was allowed candy. I bet he wasn't even allowed candy on Halloween. He was like, you know, he got some like Werther's Originals or something and that's it. But not the good stuff, you know? Hey. I literally couldn't care less about music or decorations or food, and I actually agree with Skully's overall stance, but one thing he said stuck out to me. Yeah, it was kind of hard to miss. Graves, what would you do about the ghosts? Simple, we can use our magic to wipe out any malicious ghost personally. What? Murdering the ghosts? You're suggesting we murder the ghosts? What? You're suggesting we wipe out the ghosts visiting our world for Halloween? Well, yes. Why do you all have such dour looks on your faces? Was it perhaps something I said? Unbelievable. The whole point of Halloween is that it's a day for the ghosts. Incredible. Uncivil doesn't even begin to describe it. What? Uncivil? Yes, ghosts are guests of honor on Halloween, and you would obliterate them by force rather than show hospitality? That would be utterly devoid of class! Are you calling me classless? I take umbrage at that remark. Good ghosts are one thing, but ghosts who engage in naught but ill conduct spoil Halloween. Ghosts who disrupt Halloween for their own amusement are clearly evil. It's only right to punish reprobates. What are we doing? This is wild. I love how Skully was just like, yeah, we'll kill him! Pretty sure you're the only guy here who sees it that way. What? All you've presented so far are pedantic notions of what Halloween should be like. Don't you have any idea for making Halloween actually enjoyable? No, not at all. The purpose of Halloween isn't to have fun. Okay, Skully, what is the purpose of Halloween in your view? To inspire bone-chilling terror! It's a time for all of us to reflect upon our actions in a tone! A tone?! What year? Like, has Halloween ever been about that? Like, in any point in human history? Like, about atoning? What, for our sins? Like Easter? What? Like, I'm Catholic, but I've never heard the concept of, like, we need to reflect and atone our sins on Halloween, you know what I mean? That's the true spirit of Halloween! Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Skellington? Good question. Which side are you on? Who, me? I like the sound of everything you've all proposed. It's fitting for Halloween to have a lot of different interpretations. That said, I'd like to do something different from previous years this time around. Using music to enhance the horror is a great idea. We've never done that before. Yeah, see, that's what I was getting at. Like, I wonder what Jack Skellington usually does, right? Like, we don't really have a baseline here. Where I live, Halloween isn't even celebrated. I see. And using lots of different colors is also novel. Usually we stick to our same color palette. Yeah, like he's monochrome, right? Plus, I'd love to try making sweets. You've got to share some new recipes with us. So I think this year, we should make plans for a bright, festive, lavish Halloween. Skully's like, I can't believe my goat is washed. Look at what happened to my goat. What? That settles that, then. At least Jack's a flexible sort. Humph, the outcome was never in question. What? Mr. Skellington, how could you say that? Was I mistaken? This can't be right. Something the matter, Skully? No. It's nothing. If that's your decision, Mr. Skellington, then I shall abide. That's the most sensible thing to do, right? After all, Mr. Skellington must have some grand idea in mind. This is so sad. This is so sad. I can't believe this. Hear that, everyone? This year's Halloween is going to be something new. Let's make it a good one. Welcome aboard, you twisted fellas. What have we signed up for? Well, nothing for it, but to show them the best Halloween we can. Is everyone ready? Yes, it would hardly do to ignore them calling us twisted fellas. We must illustrate to them that our Halloween is clearly the best one. There's so much to do. Humph, you monsters better not slow Malleus down or you'll be sorry. All right, everyone, you've got a very special job to do. Way ahead of you. Let's split up and start preparing the plans. What? Look, how much time are you gonna waste on a few sheets of paper? This handwriting is abysmal. Are these even letters at all? Grim, if you're having that much trouble holding the quill, I can tie it to your paw. What is this word? I've never come across it. It's just a misspelling, and you're making another now, Grim. Why would they have Grim writing this out? Like, why wouldn't we do it? The pages are all splattered with ink. I've never seen such messy handwriting before. Grim, you should really stop writing things by hand and learn how to type ASAP. Don't be so hard on him, guys. Grim's just trying his best. How do you function in class? I didn't know it was possible to take this long writing one page. I'm actually impressed. Shut up, all of you! Pipe down! You're distracting me! Why am I not writing the notes? You guys are the ones who dumped all the plan writing on the freshmen! Oh, it's all the freshmen. Okay. Wow, this freshman's got a fresh attitude. No kidding. Clearly Ramshackle is lacking in proper guidance from us upperclassmen. I've got that part covered. You simply can't have Halloween without drawing up the plans first. I completely agree, Mayor. Cal and Grim's sore lack of guidance is likely due to the fact they are the only living residents of Ramshackle. The only living residents? I don't know, guys. But I can't help but wonder about their fellow freshmen, Seebeck and Eppa. What's their excuse? Yes, indeed. I'd be curious to see their upperclassmen's expressions. We let Grim do the work since we Rochambeaued for it and he lost, but I can feel someone glaring daggers at me. If we don't do something fast, Phil's gonna bite my head off. I absolutely must not allow shame to befall Malleus. Grim, give me the quill. You'll write for me? Sweet. I can help. You should have been helping in the first place. You'd better. Do you think I'd simply let you look on? You're on paperweight duty now. For the title, I think I'll go with Halloween Town's best Halloween ever. Okay. Sure. I love the pumpkin schematics. I've got an outline, a background overview, a section covering methodology. That's really funny. Seebeck's plans are really easy to read. Agreed, it's hard to believe a freshman wrote something so comprehensive. Epal, you're in the same year as him. I expect you to at least meet that baseline. You make it sound so simple. Don't let Seebeck's behavior fool you. He's got really good grades, especially in written exams. He's closer to the top of the freshman class than the bottom. Really? He certainly had me fooled. In what way did my behavior fool you? A retainer of the great Malleus can hardly put on a poor showing, of course. Martial studies and magic go without saying, but I'm also unstinting in my academic endeavors. My liege deserves nothing less. I feel like this is the first time we've heard about something like that. Oh shoot, guys, hold on. I just remembered something. I had to text my mom something quick. Anyway. Yes, you do always strive hard. I'm quite proud of you. Oh, such generous praise. Hey, one of you, bring me more paper! Someone just got a nigh infinite ego boost. Look at him, letting one lousy document go to his head. Yeah, not to mention he couldn't have written it without me getting it started for him. See guys, these ones are like really flying by. So I feel like maybe we should try to get to 22 today. I don't know, it depends. I think we should at least cap the stream at 3 hours, 30 minutes, just so I can protect my voice. Hey guys, take a look at Skully. He was drawing up plans of his own before this, wasn't he? Yes, he seems kind of forlorn over there. He did seem rather eager while we were writing it up earlier. Perhaps he's unhappy about having his work rejected. That's hardly reasonable. His plans just weren't a good fit for this year's concept. It wasn't poorly made. I see no point in taking the matter personally. He can simply draw up some new plans to propose. He was still looking forward to it a lot, though. I can see how he'd feel disappointed. We'll be working together to prep for Halloween, so we should play nice and try to soften the blow of the rejection. Skully, could I see your plans? You went to the trouble of making it, so I'd like to integrate some things into Seebeck's. Your kindly soul, but no, you needn't concern yourself on my account. My plans are no longer necessary. Please put them out of your mind. If you say so. Perfect, I was just running out of paper. If you don't need yours anymore, I could use the backs to write on. How unmannerly! Have you people ever heard of humility or tact? Yeah, it sounds like he was just saying that but wanted them to insist. There, done. Jack, I finished our plans. Splendid! Let's use that as our guidelines and get started on the preparations. Our main 3 areas of focus are music, decorations, and food. We'll need to split up the work. Okay, so this is another splitting up, just like Playful Land, right? The Halloween Town folks will handle supervision. For music, Mayor, would you be able to coordinate that? You know everyone in town. I can think of no one better to reach out to our local performers. Certainly, Jack. Consider it done. For food, excuse me, I'd like to help too, Jack. Oh, Sally, I didn't see you there. I just arrived. I want to do my part. I do a lot of cooking, so I can handle the food. Didn't that pale, bald guy tell you to go home? Are you sure you should be out here? You know, I was just wondering about Dr. Finkelstein. Where is he? He's, napping. Yes, he ate a big meal and got so nice and full, he went to take a nap. Dr. Finkelstein's knowledge could be a big help. I think I'll ask him to oversee the decorations. Oh, that's a lovely idea. Other than that, we'll need someone to go around and check up on things. I'll take charge of that part. With that settled, could you Twisted Wonderland folks split up into 4 teams for us? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we do that all the time. Constantly, actually. "30 minutes later? Are you guys kidding? Have you worked it out? Mr. Skellington, I can't apologize enough. I've told them again and again that the exact team assignments are largely immaterial. Unfortunately, I refuse to be on any team except for Malleus's. As long as I'm with him, I care not what team we're on. So just pick something already. Stop wasting Malleus's time. Then allow me to join you both. No! Oh, didn't you just say you didn't care what team you were on? I don't want to be teamed up with a shady character like you. Jamil, you and I should work together to make this Halloween a success. What? Absolutely not. You're the last person I'd ever... Guys, this is what I meant by the divorce energy. Hey, I'd like to go solo. Actually, I'd rather spectate if it's all the same. You guys can do all the actual work. How can you be so utterly uncooperative? A house warden should serve as a shining example to the other students. I want to be on the food team, period. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. I'll join ya. Sure, you're cool with that, right, Gal? Hey, Trey, you should join the food team, too, and bake up a bunch of tasty treats. Can any of you cook? No, but we sure can eat. That doesn't bode well for teamwork. No offense, but I'm gonna have to pass. Stop bickering and just pick something already. But Trey and Jamil should be on food for sure, right? Oh, does that mean you're willing to team up with anyone yourself? Sure, I'll team up with any poor little herbivore that doesn't have a house warden, vice house warden, or fellow students to help him. I'm solicit. Oh my god, I'm thinking solicitor. Solicitous like that? I see. Wait, no one here fits that description. This isn't helping. I'm starting to think we should all operate solo. What a precocious din! Can such individuals really organize the best Halloween ever? Everyone, Mr. Skellington is standing right here. I suggest you knock it off. Oh my god, he pulled out like his angry face. Whee! Who cares who goes on what team if you can't stop arguing? Draw lots and get it over with already. Whoa, it's a scary looking guy. The mayor, of course, can't you tell? As if it's so obvious, he looks completely different from before. Here, I even made lots for you. Jack, draw. All right then. All right, let's see where everyone ends up. And it's decided the food team will be Seebeck, Trey. Thank God Trey's on the food team. And Epple. Okay, so Trey and Epple got what they wanted. I'm guessing Jamil will be on the music team? Yeah. Jamil, Riddle, and Azul. What? The decorations team will be Leona, Vil, Edia, and Mal. Aw, man. Guys, that's so much divorced energy in one room. This is why I hate this mayor? What, because of the multiple faces, like he scares you, or because of how he picked the lots? Are you kidding me? And the supervision team will be myself, Skully, Cal, and Grim. Okay, yeah, that's probably for the best. Oh, happy day! I get to work alongside Mr. Skellington! Some kind of providence must surely be at play! I knew it! We are truly fated to work together! We're stuck with Skully. It's gonna be a hassle and a half, but hey, nothing for it, and guess we'll have to keep an eye on folks together. This'll be fun! Oh yes, I promise you wonderful people a most delightful time! I greatly look forward to working with you both, Cal, Grim. Hey, knock it off with the smooching! Guys, I like the smooching. He's cute. You two, stop with the licking! Get out of here with this. Skully's the only guy happy with this arrangement. Who wants to work with these pains in the tail? I could say literally the same thing about you. I can't believe I landed on the same team as Azul, and worse, Riddle. How am I worse? I consider myself a dependable teammate. I can't believe I'm not on Malleus's team. I object to these divisions. Goodness me, I doubt we'll do anything at this point. I doubt anything we'll do at this point will stop their complaining. They're certainly opinionated. Come on, boys, let's not be selfish. Can you try to stick it out with your current teams, at least until tonight? Oh, being patronized is so vexing. Sally's being so mature, it's making me feel utterly ashamed of myself. Ugh, fine, one night, then we're changing the teams up tomorrow. All right, sounds like we've got a consensus. Let's get to work. Skully, Cal, Grim, welcome aboard. I'll do the best I can. Come now, relax, we're all working towards the same goal, to make the best Halloween ever! Only 364 days? All right, let's get down to some Halloween prep, shall we? I know, Zero, I feel like breaking out and running into a run full speed ahead myself. I'm so excited about the fantastic Halloween we're about to have, I barely know what to do with all this energy. It's scary when he cracks his jaw like that. You seem pretty happy, Jack. You bet I am! I'm positively giddy. After all, I spend all year thinking about Halloween. Nothing makes me happier than to see you so pleased, Mr. Skellington. You don't literally spend all year thinking about nothing but Halloween, do you? You've gotta at least spend a little time playing or thinking about other stuff, right? Certainly not. We only have 364 days a year to prepare for Halloween. It's more than enough to keep us preoccupied. And I've certainly put in plenty of work making arrangements for the holiday this year, but something just wasn't quite right. These 3 days will bring it all together, though. This Halloween's gonna be great. What a weirdo. You're looking forward to this, huh? Now I'm starting to feel the hype, too, especially for all the good food. I can't wait. I hope the two of you will come to see that Halloween is a perfectly wonderful holiday, even without food involved. Ah, I think the mayor over there. I see the mayor over there with some of your friends. Let's go say hi. Hi, Mayor. How are things going on your end? Ah, Jack, everything's going swimmingly. Hello, Jack. I see you and your group are making the rounds. Hey, Jamil, what are you guys talking about? We were discussing Twisted Wonderland's music. A rather shocking conversation. Your tunes and ours have quite different feels to them. A different feel. What manner of music do you gentlemen enjoy? I believe you like up-tempo stuff. Jamil? I suppose I do, yes. I tend to listen to catchy songs that are great for dancing. Waltzes and tangos, I'm guessing? Oh, man, guys, he's so old. I love it. You do carry yourself ever so gracefully, Jamil. I'd enjoy dancing a number with you sometime. Wait, waltzes? No, nothing like that. Jamil prefers louder, more convoluted songs. Convoluted? Do you have to describe them that way? And don't you mostly stick to trendy music yourself? I'll have you know, I listen to a broad range of genres. That said, the Monster Lounge does tend to play mostly jazz music, so perhaps jazz is what I personally listen to the most. I'm not surprised you picked such a non-committal response. What about you, Riddle? I listen to a lot of classical music. Once again, no surprises there. I too am an enjoyer of classical music. Can you feel the hand of fate at work, Riddle? If I felt the hand of fate at work, every time my tastes happen to overlap with someone else's, there'd be no end to it. Cal, Grim, what kind of music do you like? I guess I'll say upbeat. I'm like musicals. Another catchy music appreciator I see. Do you dance like Jamil? Jack, for the record, I hope that look on your face won't get us to do a dance number together. I'll take any music as long as it's fun. And you, Skully, let's hear what you like. Well, didn't he say already? Of course, I hold a particular fondness for opera music. Sometimes I dabble in it myself. Ooh, opera, that's right in my wheelhouse. Huh? Really? Is that a fact? I'm beyond honored to learn I have something in common with the man who I hold in such high esteem. Likewise, want to sing a duet? What? Duet with Mr. Skellington? Geez, Skully, why you gotta be so loud? I was so delighted I forgot myself. Are you certain, Mr. Skellington, you would sing opera music with me? Absolutely, I'm sure you'd be happy with it too. It's not my strong suit, but I'd say it's pretty high up there. I can even sing opera headless. Oh my god, is he actually— ah! Oh my god. Look how happy Skully is. Oh, Jack's opera singing is the finest in all of Halloween Town. It never fails to frighten. Jack's disembodied head is singing? I've just witnessed a staggering spectacle. How can such a beautiful voice come out from a head detached from its body? It's incredible. I'm gonna be seeing Jack's disembodied head in my dreams tonight. I think I'm gonna have nightmares. Oh my god. Whoa, Jack, could you please not come towards us with your head in your hands? Hey, Azul, Riddle, aren't you guys housework? Let's do something. I'm not sure we can. I know all about removing heads, but I don't know how to put them back on. Guys, this event is so good. The writing is so good. It's not every day I get to see Riddle and Azul both looking so panicked. Aw. Ah, Mr. Skellington's so good at frightening everyone. What a marvelous man he is. Seeing him pour himself so wholeheartedly into Halloween efforts, he's every bit how I imagined he would be. Yet, why was he so unhappy with the idea of having a typical Halloween? My idol. Skully, you okay there? What? You looked a little off, unless I'm just reading too much into things. Oh, sorry guys. You're quite a considerate individual, Jamil. Thank you for your oh god. Solicitude, kindly sir, but worry not on my account. Well, if you say so. Lectured justifiably. Okay. Oh dear. Why must I help you people? Look, I'm not happy about this grouping either. I'm playing nice here, so quit with the whining. Whining? The cheek on you. I'll have you know I'm a doctor, and a genius one at that. That's pretty cool, but what kind of doctor are you? I'm an expert in a great many fields. My specialty, however, is science. I'm the most brilliant mind in town. Even Jack himself comes to me for help when he needs it. Then, if I might ask you a question, Doctor, how do people decorate for Halloween here? That's obvious enough. Jack-o'-lanterns, spiders, webs, bat wings. We decorate with the most delightfully scary things. It's positively repulsive. Sally tells me you boys are from an altogether different world than ours. How do you spend Halloween there? We attend a school where dorms each do their own decorations and compete with each other. Last year, my dorm, Insomnia, had the most frightening decorations. Excuse me, your dorm setup was just gloomy and dank. Egenheim used cutting-edge technology to deliver a virtual Halloween with gimmicks leagues beyond anyone else's. Oh yes, it was so high-tech it left visitors bewildered and confused. Pothamore had the most beautiful Halloween, of course. Do you guys even have eyes? Savannah Claw clearly had the most impact and the biggest visitor appeal. What? Oh my god, guys. The divorce, it's happening! The girls are fighting! Guys, this is so great. I love this event. Yeah, I said it. Impact, you say? Savannah Claus students were certainly impactful, so much so they made children cry. Dude, seriously? Greeting people with a whole lineup of freaky faces is beyond scary. Lol, if you think that was well received. Yeah, well, at least our guys weren't so afraid of us. They couldn't even get the words trick or treat out. In the visitor feedback forms they collected after last year's Halloween wrapped up, there were tons of comments about how the Ingenheim students mumbled so much no one could tell what they were saying. It's really messed up to call out a nerd's biggest weakness right to their face. In terms of incomprehensibility, Poffmore's the reigning champion with his bizarro poetry. That's a Poffmore touch, I guess. That's a rather bold statement. Care to say that again, without muttering this time? Can't you people be civil with each other? My apologies, Finkelstein. I'm sure they're all so excited for Halloween, they simply have more energy than they know what to do with. Consider it a bit of childish banter. Hey, where do you get off? It's Rich getting called childish by the lizard who needs babysitters constantly minding him, even on Halloween. King Scholar, I believe you are the one lacking eyes. You could compete with Skellington in that regard. Now see here, I told you to be civil. Those two wouldn't know civility if it smacked them upside the head. They've always been like oil and water. You can just ignore them. I can't have that. Let's see, where did I put it? Ah, here we are. A trophy? Oh god, are they gonna make the, like, incentivize them to cooperate? I was wondering what you were looking for. Is that a trophy? That's right, it's a prize bestow only on those who play a crucial role in Halloween. We all strive to add excitement to Halloween so we can have a shot at getting one of these. I can appreciate a drive to compete in the first place, but you must never let your pride undermine your work. Dude, are we actually getting lectured by a monster with his brain exposed to open air? I'm sure more trophies will be given out to the ones who made the most exceptional contributions this year. I highly look forward to seeing who gets them. You boys ought to keep your eyes on the prize instead of fighting amongst yourselves. That's already a safe bet that gloomy lizard isn't gonna get one. Is it though? I'd expect more approbations than someone utterly lacking in manners. Ah, the most cold-blooded prank of the year award is highly anticipated. And what about the most frightening and honorable mentions? I just can't wait to find out. Oh, the most cold-blooded prank of the year? What a lame name. Who named these awards? And what's a frightening and honorable mention? You know what, Malleus? You can have the trophies. Oh, by no means, King Scholar. You would be far more fit to receive them. Actually, we can let Radish Sprout have them. He deserves a moment in the spotlight for a change. Most excellent idea. Shroud, consider the prize is yours. Me? Nope, I'm good. If anyone should get the trophy here, it's Vil. Please, if I won such a prize, it would be a blemish on my record. You brats really have no manners whatsoever. Guys. I do really like this event, though. It's really fun. Alright, let's get to work preparing the food for Halloween. Wow, I'm surprised. I figured you'd be griping nonstop about being separated from Malleus. Don't be ridiculous. Halloween. Malleus is making preparations for Halloween as we speak. I can hardly spend my time sulking. At least, you know, Seabex has a good attitude about it. My, I never realized you were so cognizant of what you were doing. At least you're motivated. That'll help our prep work go more smoothly. Sally, what kind of foods do people typically make here in Halloween Town? What kinds? Oh, you know, normal things. It's embarrassing how nondescript they are, really. I was just doing some cooking before coming to Town Hall. Would you like to go have a look around my kitchen? That would be quite helpful, by all means. Oh my god. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? This is not edible. We're here. This is where I do most of the cooking for the doctor. Oh god, they're gonna be scared. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? The cabinet there has some of the ingredients I use the most. Here, have a look inside. Sorry guys, I opened the floodgates. There's so many bottles, let's see. This one's labeled Wormswort. Wait, Wormswort? Hey, why does this have such a disgusting name? Did you say worms? Those clearly aren't food. Oh, you two weren't aware? It's a high-end reagent that's also edible. This is covered in potionology class. Huh, it is? Oh, I never knew. I read the textbook cover to cover, but I suppose I still have much to learn. What's this bottle further back? Whoa, a frog just leapt out! Ah, that's frog's breath. It works wonders for covering up odors. You use frog's breath to cover up odors? Ah, that stinks. The frog's burp is giving off a powerful stench. I've never heard of fighting fire with... Oh, I've heard of fighting fire with fire, but this is ridiculous. You're not familiar with this either? Frog's breath is highly versatile. Oh my god, it's all alchemy! Is it? Yet another thing I never knew. Clearly, I'm nowhere near sufficiently versed in such things. This is rather embarrassing. Seabeck? He's pulling your leg. What? I've never heard of wormswort or frog's breath. The science clubs never use them. There's no way those things are getting used for food in our world. Come on, Jade, you know these freshmen are gullible. Don't tease them. Oh, is all of that true? My apologies, I must have been mistaken. Oh my god. I've been had. Jade had the same look on his face he always does, so I totally believed him. How can someone lie so placidly? I can't trust him for a second. Still, all of these reagents slash ingredients slash whatever, I'm having a hard time picturing how you'd make use of them. Really? I thought they were pantry staples. What kind of food do you make in Twisted Wonderland? I'm curious. Oh, you know, I asked you the same thing earlier, but now I can see how that'd be hard to answer. Our staples differ by region. They can include bread, noodles, rice, potatoes. Some places like the Coral Sea have no staples at all. We also typically eat vegetables, fruits, meat, fish, eggs, a variety of dairy products. What a pliffy yet intuitive overview. That encapsulates it nicely. Dairy products? Things like butter and cheese made from cow's milk? We use a lot of those for making sweets. Yeah, last time I went to hang out in Hartzellville, there were these incredible buttery smell permeating the dorm. Deuce and Ace bragged because it was tray bacon, a tasty dessert. Yeah, they've rubbed that in my faces as well. I suppose mocking others is the only time those two band together. They were making a show of eating berry muffins during a break between class. Oh boy, I feel like I should apologize on their behalf. Trey, the best thing you can do would be making those incredible sweets for Halloween. Then we can brag to them when we get back. Now there's a good idea. Those ill-mannered louts would undoubtedly gash their teeth when they hear— oh god. Gash their teeth when they hear we had treats they've never seen before. I'd certainly love to try desserts prepared by you as well. Well, we're in Halloween Town now. Wouldn't it be better to cook things you can only find here? Do you actually intend to use this wormswort and frog's breath? I respectfully object. We'd clearly be better off making more typical fare with lots of sugar, flour, milk, and so on. If they can find it. Cow's milk? Taking a poor cow's milk doesn't seem very nice to me. Oh no! Oh no! It's so sad! As much as I'd like to make Jack some Twisted Wonderland cuisine, I couldn't possibly feed him something so uncivilized. Your home sounds like a very frightening place. Uncivilized? Us? We just called uncivilized by someone who forces frogs to burp. What an unexpected thing to be judged on. Halloween Town is wonderfully full of surprises. I can't say this at all feels great. Guys, they're cracking me up. This is so funny. This is such a good event. Hello, my fine twisted friends. How goes the Halloween preparations? Are you making any progress? Aw, man. Well, they do have cows then. It's already getting dark. How time flies when you're utterly bewildered by somewhere new. Indeed, the difference between this place and Twisted Wonderland is staggeringly vast. What about you, my liege? Did you have to suffer any displeasure? All I remember is lots of arguing. Shouldn't the all house warden team be setting an example, not coming in dead last? Being all house wardens was the whole problem. Sounds like none of the teams have anything prepped. Are we gonna be able to pull this off together after all? We still have time. Do we though? There are only 2 days left until Halloween. Personally, I'd be perfectly happy with a typical Halloween rather than trying to shoehorn in an element of novelty. I believe a traditional, quiet, lonely, frightening Halloween would be perfectly respectable in its own right. No, that won't do at all. Going through the same old motions every year is just empty. Empty? Yes, that's why we're all working together to make Halloween like no one's ever seen before. So I'm assuming, guys, that this is how Skully got stuck in the book because the story knew that Skully wouldn't be able to fulfill the role of taking Halloween in a new direction. You know what I mean? So I guess he just got stuck here, but like, I don't know how they're gonna handle this. Like, Because I feel like if time doesn't move forward, he shouldn't be dead. He should just be able to appear back in our world, right? Unless he's been here so long that if he came to our world, he would get like Mother Gothold and turn to dust or something. Yes, that's why we're all working together to make a Halloween like no one's ever seen before. If that's how you see it, Mr. Skellington. Hey, there's something we should ask about before we do more prep work. What? You look unusually serious. Where are we sleeping tonight? Oh, I hadn't considered that. There's no way all of you would fit at my place, I'm afraid. Oh, I know there should be plenty of open graves in the graveyard. Sir Jack, I would much prefer a roof over my head if that's not too much to ask. Well, can't they just go sleep in the meeting room that they were all in earlier? In that case, we could ask around and see if any townsfolk have open spots under their beds. Like, literally underneath their beds, not just a lower bunk? Could we use your town hall? It should have enough room to fit all of us. True, but I couldn't possibly ask esteemed guests to sleep there. No, please, don't mind us. We'll take the town hall if that's an option. You sure? Okay, I'll ask the vampires to bring out some coffins for you. There's nothing more comfortable to sleep in. Oh boy, I can picture my dreams already. I've asked Sally to whip you up some dinner. You're in for a treat. She's a fantastic cook. Oh God, this is gonna be worse than Lilia. Dinner, huh? So you do have a considerate bone in your body. Oh my God, look at how panicked they are. They don't know. Oh, bring on the food, I'm starving. Likewise, I was feeling a bit peckish. In that case, you can have my portion, Azul. And you can have mine, Vil. Something about this is rather suspect. Exactly what kind of ingredients does she use in her meals? I suggest you don't ask. Alright guys, we are at the 3-hour mark here. So I think what I am gonna do is try to somewhat full steam ahead, because I wanted to get to chapter 15, or rather finish chapter 15, but like, we're kind of close anyway. So, you know, I kind of want to see how much further, even if we just do like 2 or 3 more to take us to 3 hours, 30 minutes, like I think that'll be fine. So maybe we'll stop at like how novel or something like that. But I do want to use the bathroom and that sort of thing. So yeah, we are making good progress. So I'll just be right back. I won't do any lessons. I'll just be back. And that way you guys don't need to suffer through mid-rolls. All right, everyone, just give me a minute. All right, guys, sorry, just a minute. There's something I need to do before we continue. That is sort of important. So please forgive me. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Everything's good. It's just stuff, you know. Gotta keep on top of stuff for my move is all. So I was just looking at something that came in, but we're all good. Okay. Let us continue on. Damn, that was a bit longer of a break than I wanted to take. Sorry, guys. All right. Let us continue. But yeah, I'll just do, like, I don't know, I'll do a couple more. Like, I kind of want to get us over the threshold, I guess, just because, like, you know, I feel good today, and so doing a bit more today could mean, like, in case I don't feel good, like, either on day 2 or 3 of finishing this event, like, we can still make progress, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice if we could do maybe all of it, but that might be a little too long for me. Because it's 22 chapters, so that's like 7 from here. So if each chapter's 10 minutes, it's like 70 more minutes, you know, with our calculations. But some of these ones have been kind of short, so I don't know. Time to get up! Wait, did they even get dinner? Did they even get to eat? Roll call, 1, 2, huh? Who's doing roll call at the top of their lungs first thing in the morning? Seaback, your shouting jolted me awake. I'd barely gotten any sleep. I can relate. The seats were so hard, I kept waking up throughout the night. It felt like I haven't slept awake. Maybe they should have just, I don't know, slept on the floor with some blankets or something. Likewise, I suppose it was too much to expect. These arrangements would be as comfortable as our beds at school. Also, you guys can hear me and see me and everything, okay, right? These coffins are super cramped. Not to mention they feel like they had previous occupants. Oh my god. Kinda useless for us so far. Oh, that was Edia. Oops. These coffins are super cramped. Not to mention they feel like they had previous occupants. Kinda useless for us. We should probably find somewhere to borrow proper bedding for tonight. Thoughts on the event so far? Is it goated? I think so. The humor's on point. The circumstances are like the conflict's on point. Everything's just been so good, Kat. How's your homework? That's my question. Wow, Seaback, you're already dressed and groomed. I mean, as if you had a choice. Like, did they not just sleep in the clothes they had, or did they take off some layers as they slept? They probably could have slept with their jackets, using their jackets as blankets. Anyway, what time did you get up? Before sunrise. I can hardly greet Malleus in the morning looking like a mess. It's going somewhere, methinks. That's good. I'm impressed you were able to wake up so punctually without an alarm clock. Don't hold me to feeble human standards. I've undergone harsh training to ensure I can function as normal no matter how adverse the conditions are. Really, anything with a roof should more than suffice. You're all spoiled if you can't sleep in a shelter like that. That's crazy, but he's actually kind of right, though. He might be cooking. He might be cooking. Is it morning already? Good morning, my liege! Gonna crack open a Malteser while we're here. Good morning. Malleus was sleeping soundly one moment, then he opened his eyes and sat straight up. That was so graceful, you would hardly believe he was simply waking up. Good morning, everyone. You seem wide awake and alert as well, Jade. I'm impressed you could sleep on these hard benches. Damn, so only the Mafia boys got the coffins? Such humbling praise. I'm rather used to sleeping outdoors in tents. It's absurd how thick-skinned you are. I don't think this place counts as the outdoors. Wait, but Edia was in a coffin, wasn't he? I'm confused. Anyway. Well, one of us certainly didn't have any trouble getting to sleep. Damn, imagine Leona just sleeping upright. Leona was complaining more than anyone about oh my god, about the hard bedding and moldy smell, but now he's sleeping like a log. Exactly how long are you going to sleep? Everyone else is up. Where's Skully? Hey, I don't see Skully around nowhere. Oh, he went out to watch the sunrise. He should be back shortly. He was already up when I awoke, actually. He's quite the early riser. You could learn a thing or two from him, Grim. I'm guessing Skully didn't sleep because he's dead. Ah, shut up. Cal's an even bigger sleepyhead than me. Lies and slander? Guys, that's funny. God, the Twisted Wonderland writing team is so back. Good morning, all you lovely people! The sight of the sun rising over the quiet town and illuminating everything in sight was sublime, positively gorgeous. This marks the beginning of what's bound to be a bright and beautiful day. You're rather spirited this morning. Did you get a good sleep last night? Perhaps, and perhaps not. The night was far too long to spend sleeping. Oh, why's everyone gotta be so loud this early in the morning? Good morning, everyone! I hope you're all ready for another big day of Halloween prep. Let's split into our groups and... Wait. Don't play dumb with us. The deal was that we'd change up the groups today. Oh, yes, so it was. That completely slipped my mind. Please treat this with some gravity. This is a matter of life and death for us. Don't worry, there's no need to panic. I've got lots all ready to draw. We're drawing lots again. If we left the matter for you gentlemen to decide, we'd be here all day. Come now, the lots won't draw themselves. Damn, we're switching up the groups. I kinda like this though. This is different than Playful Land, and I appreciate that. And it's different than past events as well. Like, I feel like they're, you know, it's sort of, the formula has gotten predictable, so it's nice to shake things up, you know? All right, I'm ready to work with my group. Apple, Jade, and Leona and Riddle, right? We'll have such a wonderful time. Oh, God! But we lost Trey being on the food team, so we're fucked. We're cooked. You said it, let's see here. I'm with Edia, is it? And Azul, and what luck? Cal and Grim again. Cal and Grim again? But we were with Jack, weren't we? I'm confused. Okay. I just hope this group's better than the one I got stuck with yesterday. Hey, you there, what were your names again? Oh yes, Malleus, Vil, and you're Jamil and Trey, if I'm not mistaken. The ones working with me will be Seebeck and Skully, it looks like. Looks like you're with me again today, Skully. Welcome aboard. Excellent! There's nothing excellent about it! I've been separated from Malleus yet again. Why must I go around with a skeleton and a human? Perhaps it's the hands of fate at work. Come, Seebeck, together we shall enjoy a truly delightful time. You must be The mayor's glaring directly at me. Am I the only one who takes issue with these team assignments? It's not perfect, but I'll take this over what we got yesterday. Agreed. I still expect a fair degree of tedium, but this lineup is an improvement. I don't know if it's an improvement for the sake of the food, but okay. Fine, I say we convene again at noon. Next time, I shall make certain to work with Malleus. Now I almost wonder, guys, if I should have left it there. But now I feel bad, because I made you guys wait like 10 minutes to read just one chapter. But like, this next section, I'm assuming, is going to be, like, them starting the new day, you know what I mean? What do you guys think I should do? Have we done enough? What's 13? 15 plus 13 is, like, have we gotten halfway? It's 28, right? I don't know. But see, book 3 is really long. Like, that's gonna take at least 2 hours. But I guess we could do, okay, so we could do book 2 and 3 next time. Hold on. Let's look at this. So this is book 2, so we'd have, like, I don't know, 40 minutes of book 2, question mark. Then we'd have book 3. Then 13 chapters of book 4, and then 16 of book 5. Okay, well 16 and 13 chapters not really that bad. Okay, well we could do that. Because, or else we're gonna kind of run into a Playful Land situation where one of the streams is really short compared to the other ones. So, yeah, what do you guys think about that? Because if we do 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, that's 7 chapters. So basically next stream we would have to do 27 chapters. And when I say it like that, that doesn't sound like a lot, actually. That's 2 hours in a chunk, right? So we'd basically get to 3 hours like we did now. And then 13 plus 16, yeah, so this is dividing them. This would be us dividing them equally and having 3 hours of stream. I'm back, what's going on? I was just debating whether or not to continue because I felt bad that I left to use the bathroom and it, like, chapter 15 was, like, starting a new day and I'm like, oh, I should have read that before. We could have just ended the stream that way. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I feel like maybe we should leave it there today then. because we got to chapter 15 like we wanted. I'm sure I could push it, but like, you know, my voice the last 2 days hasn't like yesterday I was telling you guys my voice was hurting, so maybe I should call it. So next time then we'll do 7 chapters of book 2, and then all of book 3, and then the last stream will be book 4 and 5, basically, I think, is what makes sense to do. And that should be fine, I think. So yeah, I think that then we'll leave it there. Sorry for making you guys wait for me to read like one single chapter, but yeah, I should have planned that better. I should have at least done 15 and then decided whether I wanted to keep streaming or not, but anyway. But yeah, I really like this event so far. I think it's a lot of fun. I think that it is definitely one of the best written Twisted Wonderland events. As much as I loved Hunchback, and I loved, like, you know, learning about the culture of a real place, I will say that I think this is, like, slightly more intriguing. Because it's not just like 5 chapters all about food and shopping and all of that stuff. And I think Skully is a very compelling character because I feel like that you empathize with his character because it's implied that he's like lonely and stuff, but at the same time you can also see the arrogance of his character, right? And like, you understand, like maybe this is why Skully's alone, right? Like, he's not getting bullied and he might be, right? But he's kind of like that kid that was like simultaneously bullied in school, but they also, because of the bullying, got a little bit more insufferable. I'm sure a lot of us probably had those moments, right? Where like, we were getting bullied and so we just sort of went with, well, you know, we're just better than everybody. Like, I'm sure a lot of us had a phase like that, where it was just like, well, if you don't want to be my friend, I'm above you then, like, right? Like, that sort of attitude. It's a very common thing to happen, I think. So I feel like that they're balancing that really well, of like, you maybe see why Skully's left out a little bit, because it's kind of like, you know, he has these very strong ideas and opinions, and he's not really seemingly willing to, I mean, he's willing to compromise in this context because his idol is here, but I don't think without his idol, he would be as willing. Like, clearly he thinks that he's right and everybody else is wrong. You know? So I feel like that we're getting a nice character arc for him, too. But that's why it's Twisted Wonderland, right? Like, the characters are sympathetic, right? But like, they are villains. So Skully still has to be a villain, just like Rolo still had to be a villain and fellow Honest still had to be a villain. I was objectively better than my bullies in middle school. Twitch chat is half J. Yeah, like, you know, I feel like it's a very common thing to happen, right? So I really like how they're balancing it all. But I guess that's where we will leave it for today. So yeah, we did, I guess technically the prologue does count as a chapter. So we did 13 plus 15 chapters. So next time we've divided it in a way where basically each stream should be kind of the same amount. So that's probably good for me and probably better for my voice. So tomorrow, no stream unless I feel like playing Baldur's Gate or something. I do want to get back into variety. It's just hard because, you know, like, it's hard to, like, record, say, a movie reaction and then, like, go live on stream, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, it can be a little tiring, so maybe I'll do 2 movie reactions tomorrow. I don't know. It just kind of depends. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what movies are urgent, because I took a poll on the YouTube community tab, and, so I already watched Raya and I watched Descendants. The other 2 I took the poll for the tab on. You guys know what I mean. Like, the other 2 were Coco and Elemental, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But I'm also, like, my intention was to watch movies to make videos out of them, but, like, I feel like Descendants might be easy. I feel like that I might end up doing a review sort of thing for Descendants, but Raya is not going to be easy, and so I feel like I kind of screwed myself over, because now I can't really make a video out of that, you know what I mean? At least not for a couple months, right? So I'm like, geez. Because at least for Descendants, I think I have settled on doing a kind of almost like review type thing. Like, just like my thoughts on the movie. right? Whereas with Raya, I don't want to do that. I want to do more of a video essay. So I'm trying to think of things that, like, obviously I want to make a good video. Like, I don't want to give you guys slop, but I also don't want it to be like 3 hours. Like, Raya, I already know if I make a Raya video, it's going to be so much work. And even though I want to do it really badly, there's a lot of research I need to do. And I'm just like, I don't know if that's the best thing to be trying to script out before I leave for my trip, right? That would be something maybe that's easier to script out when I'm already, like, settled at my job and stuff. But for the next, what, 33 days? I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm trying to think of stuff that, like, would lend itself to also making some sort of video. You know? I was thinking about Ever After High. I really wanted to do that, but then I think Critter sent me a playlist, actually, so we might be okay now. Then I was also thinking it would be really fun to do, like, Ever After High guessing, but then I would need someone to, like, make a PowerPoint. And so, I don't know. Maybe I could ask Critter. I don't know if Critter would want to do something like that with me, but, you know, just because I'm sure she's busy. And, like, usually when we do Genshin guessing, we have somebody else be the, usually when we do Genshin guessing, we have Arnold be the host. So, like, I can't be the host and guess. Right? I could always watch the show and then force Hunter to guess, but I think it would be fun if I got to guess too. I want to guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask Critter about it and see what she thinks. I never figured it out. So you're moving and not streaming for a bit? Well, so here's the thing. So we don't know anything right now. I'm moving, but like there's a couple hurdles to getting me set up again that we haven't figured out quite yet. In terms of the situation in my room, basically. So I don't know. Knock on wood, the hurdle that I'm thinking about in my mind shouldn't be a problem, because I've explained before. I have, like, severe insomnia and night terrors, and, like, I, you know, punch and kick and stuff in my sleep. Obviously, even if I was rooming with someone, we wouldn't be in the same bed, but, like, I can't sleep with another person in the room. Like, it's not gonna happen. Right? So I have accommodations. So the first thing that the concern is that they'll put me on a wait list for the accommodations, and so I'll move in, and then we have to move again. Big knock on wood that that's not gonna happen, but I think I get my lease this week, and so we find out. After that, the other hurdle is that I can't bring, like, the computer that's in my office is very expensive, and I'm kind of afraid to bring it with me on the airplane, so I'll have to buy a new one. So at least a week, I think, you know, until I settle in. I won't be able to stream right away, right? Because I need to at least get a computer, right? I'll probably try to, like, plan that out while my mom is still around, right? Because then she can, like, you know, drive me to the Best Buy and, like, we can get stuff and whatever. Make sure it's running okay and all that. But I have to, like, get to the Best Buy, right? Pick out the computer, like, see what they have there, decide what's good enough, right, and within my budget. Luckily, not my Moana video. Guys, the Moana video made so little money, I almost find it offensive. To the amount of hours I worked on it, I cry myself to sleep. It was received so well, and I'm so grateful in terms of that. Like, I can't believe how well it was received, you know, and, like, obviously it got a lot of views, but for some reason, I don't know why, but the ad revenue, like, the actual ad per 1,000 views is so ass. It's so bad, and I don't know why. Like, I have other videos that have gotten as many views that have made 3 times the amount of money, and so I'm just like, why did this happen? Why? But luckily my Hexed video made a lot of money. So, buying a new computer shouldn't be, like, that much of a problem. You know, it's still not great though. It's not ideal. It's a little sad. I'm a little depressed. Because I'm like, guys, I barely make any money to begin with, and now all my money is going to a computer. Like, all of my money is going to a computer. I'm still a little salty. Is what I'm trying to say. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we gotta get to Best Buy. We have to make sure the computer works, like all of that kind of bullshit, right? We gotta get set up. So I think that, let's assume the accommodations are, knock on wood, all that's good, right? It's probably gonna be like 2 weeks, but I do wanna like stream while I'm down there. It's just like, obviously then I also have to work. Like I gotta go to work. So that's the other thing. That's why we're trying to get as much Twisted Wonderland as possible done now, because it's one thing, right, to like hop on and be like, guys, I'm gonna stream for an hour and play a little Baldur's Gate, you know? But like, Twisted Wonderland requires a kind of insane time commitment when you're behind, like I'm behind. So that's why when we get caught up with Twisted Wonderland, it's gonna make my life so much easier, because then while I'm down there, I'll only have to stream like when stuff is coming out, you know? Or I'll get to finally stream other games. So yeah, that's the whole thing. But like, other people have their gaming PCs down there, so I don't think it'll be like that crazy. It's gonna be weird to like have a setup in my bedroom though. Like I've never had that before. I've always had another space. I know Arnold had that for a while and he was like miserable. He was miserable having his live stream set up in the same place where he slept. So that's, you know, but I've never done that before. I don't even know if that'll be something that bothers me, really, right? So, but yeah, it's gonna also probably look slightly scuffed. I mean, I have another camera that's equal quality to this one. I might even take this camera with me and just swap out the kind of sussy camera, and put it here just in case like Hunter has to come over and record something. Like I may give Hunter, I'll give Hunter the bad camera with the dead pixel and I'll take the good one. But yeah, you know, probably not gonna have 2 giant lights. Maybe I'll have 1 big light, or we'll see how the lighting is, you know, all of that stuff. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an adventure, but streaming's just not gonna be my priority when I'm down there, because obviously right now, YouTube is my full-time job, but like down there, I'll have my full-time job, and then the streaming will be more of like on the weekend and my days off. And I'm like, guys, you know, with peace and love, as much as I love you guys, you know, I see myself wanting to spend my days off at Disneyland. You know, at Disney World, I should say. Like, or even Universal, maybe. I've never been to Universal. I don't know how it is, but anyhow. Thanks for chatting with me as I decided to. We probably could have done those chapters in the time I took to talk about. But yeah, very exciting still. But we'll see what I do tomorrow. I don't know. I want to do something that's beneficial for a video I might make in the future, but we'll see. We'll see what I decide. Maybe I'll try to look around, see if there's any animated musicals I've never seen before. I mean, there are a couple. I have a list. I have like Quest for Camelot. Like I have some ideas, you know. But yeah, this is why we're trying to catch up with this now, right? Because I think it's easier to like, you know, in my mind, easier is doing a lot of heavy lifting, but like, you know, it's a different vibe to just like come home from work and play 2 hours of Slime Rancher or something. Twisted Wonderland involves a lot of voice acting and a lot of just extrovertedness, I suppose you could say. But anyway, we'll see what we do tomorrow. I don't know, but I won't stream tomorrow. I won't stream Twisted Wonderland tomorrow. I'll only stream if I decide I feel well enough to do some variety after probably doing some movie reactions. So I think I'm gonna let you guys go. And then for the rest of the night, I'm gonna like either rest or try to prep stuff for tomorrow or get my sleep schedule back on track. We'll find out, but yeah. But yes, so next time, Thursday, book 2 and 3. Friday, finish. I hope. That's the schedule. D23. Will something happen while I'm streaming? I don't know. We'll find out. But until then, goodbye, Twitch chat. You were my favorite. Just kidding, I don't have favorites. I love you both equally. Goodbye, Twitch chat. Goodbye, YouTube chat. Thank you, Cloud, or Cosmic. Oh my god, Cloud, Cosmic. Thank you, Cosmic, for also coming as